Welcome back to 13 Card Subject Change, the show that today is going to either witness a legendary crash out by Jesse or me going, oh crap, I now have to watch AEW by myself for 2 weeks. We'll be Jesse's personal psychiatrist on the show today. But thank you all so much for joining us. Welcome back. Football was a good day for us. Jesse
My beard is still here.
Yep, Jesse's
and
in
purple.
Yes, Jesse's in a okay mood of football.
It's okay.
A realistic mood of football?
Well, yeah.
Okay, we'll call it that. But anyway, we had two big shows last night, and we had a bunch of other stuff going on. First and foremost, we would personally like to start things off by going out with this. We're going to start with this. Jesse, we went through episode 2 of WWE Unreal on Netflix. Any thoughts? Because this was the episode that I think everybody was sitting back saying, we're getting I'm
trying to remind myself what was episode 2.
This was the episode where they went in the writer's room for the Royal Rumble.
Oh!
Yeah.
Well,
I'll bring it up here.
The big one being, of course, that, Triple H had the balls to do something that I don't think anyone thought he had the balls to do, and that was just full out go, listen, we can do the CM Punk thing.
Yeah.
Or we can go with the momentum, and we can push Jey Uso to the moon.
It's really funny.
And that is the title of episode
right,
2.
Push.
It's called Push.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes of
Jesse,
Rumble.
it's really funny to me, but, it even happened in AEW at this pay-per-view, and I'll explain when we get to that moment, but, it really is starting to be – wrestling fans are really ruining wrestling for themselves.
Well, yeah.
And it's really becoming the world that the WWE is putting out, but the fans are ruining for themselves. Right. I feel like Vince is very prophetic right now, and what I mean by that is, Jesse, the wrestling fandom is kayfabing themselves.
Sure.
They're kayfabing themselves into believing all these things are what they are, and it's like, Jesse, I'm sorry, I know what family he's from. Jey Uso didn't get pushed because he was part of the dynasty, because a lot of the members of that dynasty didn't get the kind of push that he got.
Right.
The fans told everyone to push Jey Uso.
Only Roman was kind of Roman wasn't the only one in that family anointed.
No.
To be fair, because my goodness, is The Rock anointed at one point.
I will say this: I think Roman was the modern day pushed version.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, listen, if you want to know of anointed guys, it was, especially in that family, it's Rock, it's Roman, and Rodney, God rest his soul.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Because, by the way, who looks at Rodney and goes, you're a big Japanese man now. Have fun.
Vince.
He's like, I've never met a Japanese man in my life.
I think at the time.
Don't worry, we're going to hook you up with one.
Mr. Fuji.
One of the best managers of all time, Mr. Fuji
helps.
No.
Mr. Fuji helps.
At the time, the character and everything, it worked.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, we have that many Samoans. Now we got to do something different. So they went a little bit in left field with making him a sumo wrestler.
I'm not going to lie. And before we get into, I'm actually shocked that generation of fans believe that he was a Japanese man.
I believed. I did not know until later.
I watched the old footage, and I'm like, I don't know how anyone believed Yokozuna
Well, but
was
Jesse,
Japanese
there are
man.
people that believe that Jimmy Kimmel was fired for ratings. Let's just be honest about these things.
Yeah, let's not bullshit ourselves. So here's the thing. Let's not bullshit ourselves. So here's the thing.
And then say, he is a wonderful man and
I
lovely
thought
hair.
we got 3 really good shows because I thought CMLL the night before was amazing. Including, listen, if there's a guy on a roll right now, one of the major people on a roll is fucking MJF. My goodness.
I will say this
Well,
though,
I
I don't know how I feel about the way momentum is going if you beat him twice in a weekend, but we'll talk.
But we'll get to it.
Yeah,
but
go ahead, Leroy.
I do understand their decision.
Well, yeah.
Were you talking about CML too? Also, CML is one of the longest running.
No, it is the oldest wrestling company.
Longest
period.
running company. It was like, God, it was like 2019 or 16. There was almost 100 years.
Well,
So
they've been going for 107, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
But Jesse,
awesome.
it's so what's really interesting though is I think that episode to me, because I always like to watch retrospects because you have to put yourself back in that moment.
Right.
You have to go back and you have to say to yourself, okay, now some of this shit looks dumb. But at the time, it worked.
I still don't think the Jey Uso thing was a bad idea.
No, but
no,
see,
I don't think so either.
But see, Jesse,
I think the IWC played itself on that one.
But that's what I'm
Yes.
but that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Jesse, we are kayfabing ourselves into believing things and not listening to Stodamus, number one. And you were so right, and God, I can't wait for that moment. But anyway. But Jesse, think about this.
We're working on
But
it.
Jesse, think about this. WWE actually got the fans to take your idea of booing, and that's Jim Cornette talks about this all the time. And guys, stop adding me about Jim. I know how you indie-minded people think. He's still an authority on wrestling, whether you like it or not. I don't care. He's still an authority on wrestling. And by the way, when you listen to his whole shows and you don't listen to just the reviews of modern wrestling, the shit he talks about is incredibly knowledgeable,
Oh, yeah.
and it comes from a source that had no skin in the game. Zero.
Well,
Yeah.
They also have to live in. I've seen clips of him with different panels at different places, different shows, where he was talking about certain things and his knowledge and his ideas and stuff that Jim has.
But my point is this.
awesome.
Jim Cornette points out the differences to when Don Callis is talking on AEW television and also apparently pay-per-view, because again, if they do more Dynamite angles on pay-per-view, I'm going to lose my mind, because like they set up more Dynamite during their pay-per-views than they do during Dynamite.
Right.
It's insanity.
Well, I know.
But anyway, no, Jesse, when they
I'm coming up for this one.
Jesse,
too.
when they boo Don sadly has been sent out there to speak.
Yeah.
The one thing you've tried to always teach our audience, and by the way, the views are going up. I see it, folks. We appreciate you.
Yes, thank you.
Remember, Patreon, only $1. Jesse will actually try to get the shows up on time.
Yeah, had a long week. Didn't realize twice that it didn't finish fucking
Which-
uploading.
Which by the way, we all have shit going on. I might
I never realized, and I want to apologize to our listeners. I never realized twice that it didn't upload.
I'm gonna let everyone know now. I will be missing Women of Nations
Right.
because of surgery, and I might
Me and Jesse will be there.
and I might be missing a show. I don't know. That's up to
Right.
however we do production. But anyway,
But
no.
also, besides, our views have gone on Patreon too on our Podomatic.
Yep.
We have been in the top 5 the last few weeks, so I want to thank
you all
everybody
very
for
much.
checking all
But
that.
Jesse,
I love it.
what you've been trying to tell people is, and like Jim is pointing out as well, but you were saying this, you said this after you did what you did. Jesse, they saw that. Dominic never had anything to say.
Right.
Everyone who thinks Dominic was being cut off, Jesse, you know all the lines were given to Rhea and Damian.
Right.
And Dom would, because Dom would go up, he'd start talking, he'd try it a little bit, he'd play the fans like a fiddle, and then all of a sudden you'd hand the mic to Rhea, who everyone wanted to hear from, Damian, who got people. Dominic never had lines. That's the thing.
Right.
You people walked into that thinking that you're the only person who ever actually got Dominic to blow a line because he was actually supposed to be saying something.
You're welcome.
But Jesse, Don is trying to do his best to promote his guys.
Right.
But Jesse, no one wants to listen to him in an AEW crowd. The AEW crowd right now are spot fans. They're kayfabing themselves to not listen to what's happening on the show. They're waiting for... Sadly, I don't think people understand the reason why John Cena is one of the greatest talkers of all time was because, Jesse, in an era when you couldn't swear and you didn't bring up real life, John found a way to get the fans to listen to him without cheap pops about your wife or your kids or your dead brother. Like,
I was going to say through most of his career, yeah.
yeah. I mean, obviously, as time progressed,
Right.
John got with the times.
Right.
But, Jesse, the peak of John Cena was him literally staying to story.
Right.
And I think that wrestling fans don't understand that this episode is the prime thing that you guys were all pissed about. You are kayfabing yourselves.
Right.
You're trying to put the veil back, But the strangest part about it is, then why go interact with wrestlers on social media? Why go meet them in the airport? If you want kayfabe back, let them live their lives. Let them do their thing.
There's some people that are just trying to get money.
That's not even what I'm. No.
Them assholes.
No. I'm not even calling them out. This isn't a call out. What it is what that has bothered me about the reaction to Unreal from the IWC, not the casuals who are enjoying it and making it one of Netflix's most watched shows, is legitimately you guys are working yourselves, but you're the smart crowd.
Supposed to be.
Yeah.
That's what I don't understand. Is we watched, and Jesse, arguably the most perfect lightning in a bottle guy, won the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
The most perfect lightning in a moment. He's hot. Let's just give him the world title. Because, by the way, Rowdy Ronda Rousey, that's how wrestling works. When you're hot, you get shit.
Correct.
Welcome to how the business goes.
As Triple H said, let's put a jetpack at him and shoot him and see how he does.
And I mean, Jesse, Triple H also realized it was kind of there was a no-loss situation.
Right.
If it doesn't work out, we move it on to somebody else, which they did. And if it pops, it's just going to keep the momentum that the whole world was going crazy over.
Right.
So, like, my whole thing about episode 2 was I don't understand why this was the episode everybody went after for Backlash when it's like, guys, you knew this was happening. Vince McMahon years ago looked at everyone and gave unprecedented access to ESPN at that point, but he kicked everyone out when it was time to talk about who was going to win between Brock and Taker.
Right.
This is WrestleMania 30 in New
Yep.
Orleans. But Vince had already started giving you access. You already knew what they did because Jesse, the podcast thing has been going on for 10 to 15 years.
Like
it's just not every wrestler decided to do it for themselves and get paid for themselves.
Right.
They went on shows.
Right.
You know, not every show is Bussin' with the Boys that just explodes because the two guys on it are actually very good talkers. I mean, like they're actually very impressive at what they do. But Jesse, Leroy, you also were there when everything started to start coming out. Obviously, Taker kept kayfabe for all those years, this and that. But, like, you even knew when you were younger, there's guys in a room. They're talking about this. They go back and forth. What I don't understand about Backlash on Unreal, and this was the episode where everyone lost their mind when it first dropped, why, Leroy, do you think people are so angry at something that they already know?
They're being stupid, or they're so brainwashed over the years. Is Vince McMahon wouldn't do the same thing as Triple H does, because Triple H is a wrestler. He knows the wrestlers, and he understands, like Cena and like The Rock and like Hogan. You go out there and you feed off that crowd of what's going on. You feel the crowd and you do it. Vince didn't feel the crowd. He thought he did, but he did everything. It was like, I think this is the right thing. This is what these people want to see, and he shoved it out there.
Okay.
He would not have pushed Jay. He would not have pushed Jay. He would have gave that thing to Cena. I guarantee it.
100%.
That's Vince's boy.
Yeah.
He would not have cared about the momentum.
John Cena would have baby-faced and been the champion the entire 1-year run.
Oh, yeah.
That's how Vince would have done it.
Vince would have.
Everyone wants to tell me that when we look back in 15 years, Jesse, the biggest fumble of Triple H's booking will be Cena's retirement tour. And I'm sitting here like, okay, we're not here to get into his greatest fumble. I'm not going to give an example that's worse. But, Jesse, Cena has that kind of clout, has that kind of power. He's agreeing to – Jesse – Triple H and John Cena, maybe they liked each other, maybe they didn't back in the day, but they were all about business. Triple H knows this is the end of arguably the greatest career of all time in the company that Triple H has championed forever.
Right.
You don't think that Triple H isn't going to John and saying, are you okay with doing this?
Right.
If that happened last night, which we'll get to, there's a reason for it.
Right.
I guess like Leroy said, John would have just pulled a typical John year, and Vince would have said, this is what the people want. And yeah, it got fumbled mostly because of Dwayne, but I think that Triple H isn't gonna sit there and say that John's thing has been perfect. But Jesse, what is the perfect send off in wrestling? I guess I don't understand that.
I don't know.
It-
Not everyone like Edge
They're
was blessed.
really-
Like people don't get that.
To come back and have a match with Sheamus.
Well, it's not even that. Edge was blessed because he got to go out as world champion.
Right. Ray
That does
Lewis.
not usually happen.
Ray Lewis, Michael Jordan. these
Well,
type
when
of people.
he went out as champion, and Edge kind of being forced to retire because of injury.
Right.
And then he was able to come back and actually, he's going to leave wrestling on his own terms.
Yeah, we'll talk.
That's
Yeah,
nice.
we'll talk about how those terms and conditions should have been
Well,
read
whatever.
before he signed.
But
whatever.
I think the best retirement I've seen that WWE has done was Flair. His final match and stuff.
And then the bitch wouldn't go home.
Well, forget everything about that. But as a wrestling career in WWE, I think that
I don't
was
know.
the one his way to.
I don't know.
think one
I
of
don't
the
know.
best
Especially
send-off.
after watching him with Chris Van Vliet. It's a great interview, by the way. Go watch it, folks. After watching, I think Sean's better.
Sean's probably was better.
Because Sean doesn't, it's funny. Until Sean explained it, I wasn't okay with it. Jesse, I agree with Sean. I don't think I can call the Saudi match the last match of the Heartbreak Kid.
No.
Because truth be told, we all know wrestling. Never say never. So the last match isn't until you're dead. And then you're Flair and you get revived and then you keep going. But anyway,
yeah.
but no,
Yeah.
Jesse, I believe that Shawn Michaels did it right. He became happy with being done and then said, "Okay, how do we end it?" Instead of just, like NFL players, "I'm happy, I'm done. It's the middle of training camp. Season starts in 3 days. I'm not doing it." Which again is fair for football because it's a very violent and fast sport.
Oh, yeah, it's
But-
so hard on your body.
But I still wouldn't retire at halftime. I'd at least get through the rest of the fucking game. But
well, yeah, get all your money for your game unless you're
I was
guaranteed.
trying to let that one go because the man did pass away like a month later, but still, that one was kind of crazy.
yeah. But anyway, no. So I mean, Unreal episode 2 to me was the episode that got all the people online before it was ever released. They're like, "I'm not watching because of this, because of that." Because I would say they promoted this episode more than all the others because they showed that room so many times. But I will say this. Before we get into the fun parts of the episode, I guess I just don't understand how to speak to a wrestling fan who is so contradictory of their own belief and their own thought process of like, this is bad, that's bad, but hey, they're still better than these guys, even though their shit's not that bad and their shit's a little better here and they got this and they got that. And a lot of times, this is the part Jesse and I go back and forth about, not against each other, but against with everybody else. Jesse, a lot of times these two companies mirror each other, but because of the lettering, everyone thinks it's a completely different show.
Right.
But anyway, now let's get to the best part of the episode, which sadly didn't play out on WWE TV. I mean, come on. You don't give Chelsea Green a fucking WrestleMania moment by giving her a Royal Rumble moment like that? Seriously, she's the only wrestler who I think could have pulled it off.
She might have not gotten the WrestleMania moment yet,
Well, yeah.
but it's going to happen.
With Chelsea Green, it's always a
It's going
yet.
to happen.
Well, she does it, and yes, I believe you. She could have pulled it off. This
But-
year, totally.
She would have just...
Listening to her,
Yeah.
that's why I keep telling people, I'm like, when I listen to her,
Yeah.
there's no doubt in my brain, even though she might not want it, a lot, probably like Eddie Guerrero,
Yeah.
she might not want it, but they're going to make her a world champion because she just gets it.
Yeah.
She's humble.
Yeah.
I mean, that is the one thing
I can still get on
love
TV
about
even
Chelsea.
if I lose.
Well, but see, Jesse, but remember, she lives the old school wrestling mentality. Nowadays, what bothers me is everyone says, Zach, you contradict yourself when you say that all you want to do is get on TV. But in AEW, it's happening. I'm like, the difference is that Tony is putting these people on with the same ideas every week, and it's not cohesive.
So here's the difference. You want to know the difference? So there's Chelsea Green
yeah.
and there's Ricochet. So Chelsea Green, as we saw in that episode, okay with losing. The character to be honest, like, is kind of like this schoolgirl bully. If she loses,
Getting thrown in a dumpster was her idea.
it doesn't hurt her.
No.
Ricochet, the whole reason he came here, where the best wrestle, is so he would have a better shot. He wasn't stuck in the mid card, right? And yet, it has been a year since his pre-show, because by the way, he showed up on the pre-show debut. He's still pretty much in the fucking mid card. So
I also love how they call his faction now the Demand, and I'm like, no one in the group is in Demand.
and here's
I demand you take them off my TV, but you know.
I don't mind them, but we'll get to AEW. Here's the thing. The reason why a Chelsea hits so much better with fans than when you see a broader audience watch attempt to watch AEW and see Ricochet is she feels like, you know, well, one, she's more in it, she's a more interesting character, but two, she like when you hear her talk, it feels real.
Yes.
It feels humble. It feels like this is a good person who understands and just and wants to do the best she can for not just herself. It's not just about her, right?
Yeah.
And like I tell people, it's your career. Be selfish.
Yeah.
But if you do have that understanding of like, I can go fucking lose and actually still get on TV, like that lets me know like you understand the business. Like, okay, maybe they're not going to push me right now, but I can still get on TV by going playing that dastardly heel.
Yeah.
Because like my bosses are going to see the reaction I get. They're going to love it. I don't mind helping the girls out.
Chelsea
in the locker
Green
room.
is the complete and total opposite of what you always say is the worst thing to be in wrestling. She ain't boring at all.
She's not.
And,
She's not.
And funny part is somebody say, well, you can't lose and still gain. Chelsea loses, and she still is gaining that popularity.
On
and
that note,
love from the crowd.
On that note, Jesse,
it's crazy, but
Jesse,
it does.
explain to the fans, why does Chelsea losing help Chelsea, but doesn't help Kyle Fletcher?
Oh God, yeah. Because we talk about Kyle Fletcher and his losing, and we'll be talking about him losing again.
Shocker.
Because Kyle Fletcher clearly on television seems anointed, basically. I mean, it's almost like the whole Drew McIntyre thing from back in the day.
Yeah.
The Chosen One and all this.
The fans really didn't connect with Drew at that point.
And then the problem was once he started losing, it didn't fucking matter that Vince called him the Chosen One.
Right.
And so when he had to go remake himself on the Independents,
Yeah.
now all that work he just put in matters when he comes back. The reason now, when you see Kyle Fletcher lose, most of the time, for most when they're just watching, they go, okay, well, clearly you want him to be something that I just don't feel he is, because every time I see him, he fucking loses. Where Chelsea Green, because it's also a partial comedy character,
Yeah.
she loses, you're like, yeah, she kind of had that shit coming. But it's believable.
Who was the guy in TNA who had, and they used to always say it, he had the worst one-loss record. And when he finally got a win, because it took months, maybe years in TNA, and when he got a win, they carried him out on his shoulders. I can never remember who it was.
It wasn't Eric Young.
No, it wasn't Eric Young.
They tried to like Brian Danielson, Eric Young, which was fucking weird.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Yeah, but
I don't remember that either.
But no, it's just, Jesse, the other problem is, and you've blamed it more on booking.
Shark Boy won a lot.
Yeah.
People think like Shark Boy is comedy. Kind of like,
Nah, man, Shark
was,
especially when
Shark
they
Boy's
were doing the
good.
Stone Cold parody. Motherfucker won a
he won
lot.
a lot. The fact he was never TNA wrestling heavyweight champion was a shock to me, because I'm like, this motherfucker wins a lot.
But Jesse, also, like we were saying earlier, your thing in wrestling, the other problem is, and you've blamed it more on booking than the actual person, Kyle Fletcher is boring because he doesn't have a direction.
Right.
Jesse, we've never understood what the proto-star was.
Right.
Yes, in wording, it is the prototypical looking star because he did work himself into that.
Right.
But it's never been explained. He's never latched onto it. Randy Orton was anointed the Legend Killer because it was pretty fucking obvious what he was doing.
It was pretty obvious from day one they had big plans for Randy Orton.
When he actually did what his name was.
Exactly, but that's the thing, Jesse. What does the proto-star do for Kyle Fletcher except get him in a suit with weird glasses and Don does all the talking?
Also, the other weird part of this is the failure of understanding Japanese booking clearly. So, like, you're booking him to lose against these big guys, expecting, like, but he is moved into these spots. But it's just like, yeah, but in Japan, they still have to win some matches as they get against these champions. So even if they lose the first world heavyweight title shot, IWGP one, maybe they win it's defunct now, like the Intercontinental title, or they win the I forget their equivalent of the TV championship, their second one. And
now
off of the top of my fucking head.
Yeah, now it's probably TNT.
To be honest, it's probably the Neverweight Championship now.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it sounds. Yeah.
For Japan. Yeah, it's probably never open weight.
But it's one of those things where they win that title and then they start to build those characters and those guys. It's a smart way of doing. Wasn't quite ready for the main event, but now it's getting there.
Well, I think Tony just assumes that everybody knows what he wants to do with this person, and he doesn't know.
Well, that's always been the problem.
And he's kind of like Vince, kind of forcing you.
But that's
You
literally
need
what
to
Jesse's
love
trying to
this
say
guy, but he's not.
is that Jesse, the one thing that Jado and Gato never believed was that people just knew what they were doing. They never believed that, and it came out in their booking because, Jesse, once someone has been anointed the ace, he's got to stay there.
Right.
He's got to be that guy because one thing we've learned about ethnic, and again, it's not ethnic to Japanese wrestlers, it's ethnic to Western people. So we're talking Latino, Japanese. When you are talking about ethnic wrestling, Jesse, their fans are feral to believe in them. You don't beat the Latino superstars without really building them up first, because otherwise the Mexican culture loses faith in them, because that's how luchador wrestling's been forever. The luchadors who held on for 40 years very rarely lost. I mean, like, their win-loss record is kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
But in Japan, Jesse, if they had made him the ace and then he all of a sudden came back down to the lower upper mid-card for a little while, the fans would have lost faith in Tanahashi. He never left the ace spot once he got it.
Well, it's, even when he got older and, was an Intercontinental champion and all that, it was, well, that's still Hiroshi Tanahashi. Like, that's still the guy.
When they gave him, like you said, the Intercontinental title, when they gave him that, Jesse, you knew as a fan, to your words, if he's in the tournament, he's got a shot.
Well, he's always got a shot. It's just like Randy Orton in WWE. Like, well, I don't know if he's winning this world title, but boy, there's a fucking chance.
And that's the thing about, and that's
because he's a safe company bet.
Right.
Oh God, yeah.
But Jesse, in Japan, Okada was not built like a Kyle Fletcher. Okada was anointed.
Okada fucking won.
Yeah. A lot.
And when you started watching him squash mid-carders, you're like, oh, this is their Rock. Okay, this makes sense. Like, they're not fucking around. This dude is their guy.
And that's, hold on. And it's like you just said, Jesse, Hurricane beating Rock would never hurt Rock. It elevated Shane.
Right.
It was a great idea.
You wish Vince would have took it further.
Right. But Jesse, they built to that.
Right.
You knew that Okada wasn't going to lose to some random dude he was going to squash him.
Yeah.
And when Okada lost, it was to a guy who spent the year trying to get
Right.
to Okada in the
Year,
first
maybe
place.
2 years trying
Yeah.
to fucking beat him.
But that's just it. It's Jesse. Okada squashed motherfuckers. He didn't go 25 minutes on Japanese television with a guy he was clearly going to beat to show off the other guy because that dude was there to show off Okada.
The matches were over 7 minutes. You were like, yeah, that kid didn't stand a chance. Poor up and comer. You never stood a chance, buddy.
Because Okada didn't wrestle 20s until he got to the big hall
until he started
matches.
wrestling, like winning the IWG title and wrestling the Kennys, wrestling the
Naitos.
Minoru Suzuki and the Naitos, and wrestling the AJ Styles of the world. Otherwise, like, no, his matches were 10 minutes. You look like you might have had a shot, and the next 5 minutes he was fucking you up.
And you know what's crazy?
Clothesline, match over.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy? Dynamite is a 2-hour show.
Yeah.
Jesse, there is more wrestling in the literal sense of time bell to bell. Jesse, there's like 4 matches on fucking Dynamite nowadays.
But they're the wrestling company. I keep meaning to.
Well,
But no one's getting over.
all their matches go like 25 minutes.
They are the wrestling company. I keep being told. So.
I mean, guys, we go to indie shows.
Though I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty sure when I watched WrestlePalooza last night, I saw a really excellent women's match. Like, I'm pretty sure it was almost. I think I saw the best mixed tag match I've ever seen in my fucking life.
It was.
Don't ask the crowd that. Apparently, they were mild for the whole night.
What?
Hey,
Who's saying that?
It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. But it is
Wow.
funny every time it comes up. Like, oh, the crowd I can really hear really loudly is mild. Okay.
also, guys, I don't see children crying for their heroes at an AEW event.
I don't see a lot of children at AEW shows. Period.
Yeah.
But also remember too, the two biggest.
But hey, unlike WWE, they have family-friendly prices.
But the two biggest stars,
Lighting people on fire. Yep.
The two biggest stars.
They're burning down the ticket price
in that
market.
pay-per-view that sold that pay-per-view went the shortest amount of time.
You know the funniest shit I heard in wrestling this week?
What was that?
And Tony would have had him going for half an hour.
Was all of a sudden some Vince defenders going, yes, he kept it for the families. I'm like, I'm sorry, did you stop watching in 2009 and didn't follow through into the 2010s? He couldn't charge a certain price because no one would fucking go.
I went to a Raw in that era. Allison and I had pretty good seats because we could.
Bro, I was not that far from the ring in 2012, and I'm pretty sure my uncle was like, oh, yeah, for both of our seats, I paid $150. Yeah! You want to know why? Because most of it behind us was fucking empty. Like, no one would go. So, like...
Let me be very clear. Folks,
come on, man.
let me be very clear. That Raw was not half empty because it was negative 25 out in Minneapolis. That's a normal fucking day
Right.
in Minnesota in the
Right.
middle of
Yeah.
winter. That doesn't stop us from going and doing things. Trust me, Jesse and I have been on a few bar crawls where it's fucking negative 30 and Jesse, bartenders are still making $100 a fucking
Girls
hour.
are still out in short shorts. They don't care.
Yeah, no, they don't give a shit.
Okay. And everybody up here in Duluth that was live back then in the 91 snowstorm when 3 feet of snow dropped on Halloween. Did that stop us to go from trick-or-treating? Fuck no, we went and got our candy.
And they had to go to work the next day.
That's right.
But anyway.
Well, if we could make it out.
Exactly.
So, like, oh, Vince was family friendly. No one wanted to see those fucking shows.
No.
Yeah.
Allison and I got a pretty good experience. It was Allison's first attempt at, second because SmackDown was our first one. But remember, SmackDown was doing decent crowds at that
Yeah.
point because, they were just a much better show. But like Raw was hard to watch.
Raw for like 4 years was fucking
Yeah,
difficult.
but no, it's like Jesse. Jesse, I will tell people you can sit there as a fucking person living on the East Coast or living in Cali and being like, or Florida is the home base of AEW, and be like, no one went because of the weather, and I'm like, come on up here. I'm gonna sit you at a nice little hotel in downtown Minneapolis, and you don't have to go outside when it's negative 40, but just look out your balcony window for 5 minutes on a fucking Thursday night or a Friday. Them streets be lined with people, boy.
Because people don't care.
No.
Well,
That's
that's
life
it.
around here.
But if you don't do it, you don't go out. That's
Right,
the thing.
right.
Like, everyone's like, well, why do you go out? Because if you don't, then you don't.
Right.
Seriously, if you don't want to go out, that's fine.
Right.
But if you want to go out, you're going to have no choice but to let Mother Nature do her thing.
Well,
Right.
as Jerry
Bundle
Lawler,
up, bitch.
when we were bringing him to hotel, and he's just from Memphis, it's not that far south, and he's like, "Why is everybody out?" I said, "Yeah, the weather's bad, but we'll still keep going out."
It was a Thursday night with a half-inch of snow.
No, it's a Saturday,
Yeah.
and he goes,
Saturday
well,
night, half-inch of snow.
he's like, if this was in Memphis, we'd be all inside. I'm like, yeah, we're just used to it. Even though it'd be 2-3 feet of snow, we'd still be out.
Yeah. There was
Oh, wow.
Yeah. There was traffic by his hotel at like 10:30, 11 o'clock. He was like, well, what's...
Motherfuckers in Minnesota don't know how to
Did,
go home.
yeah, no.
What a little weather is gonna stop us?
But
no.
But anyway, so Jesse, but like back to the point. This episode of Unreal
Yeah.
turned around and really showed me, because I watched it and didn't feel any vitriol towards it because I got to watch a production meeting, which, by the way, folks, I've been in a couple of them. They're not that exciting. I don't know what you people were expecting out of the episode. But just, I mean, Jesse, there are good and there are bad ideas.
Correct.
There are good and there are bad mentalities.
Right.
And then there are just sometimes good and bad wrestling fans.
Right.
And that's what I think this episode in and of itself wasn't the story. The story was the reaction to it.
Right.
And the reaction to it made very little sense based upon, and this is the part I keep trying to explain to people. Why is it when AEW does something, it's the light and fluffy and, oh, wrestling is for everyone idea, but when WWE does the same goddamn thing, oh, they're killing wrestling. It's the same shit. AEW, but the problem is when AEW tries to keep kayfabe, it's wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yep.
Uncle Centering Stars damn sure is.
But honestly, you look at this.
Also, by the way, John Moxley will probably be appearing not once, not twice, but 3 times on this week's Dynamite after being shoved into a body bag and lit on fire. But, hey, kayfabe. Anyway.
There we go. But also, you look at this boardroom. It's nice that they actually can do ideas, because if Vince McMahon was sitting there, he'd listen to everybody and go, "Nope, we're doing it this way."
It's also Jesse's least favorite episode because it was the most screen time that Bruce Pritchard got.
I don't mind when he's Brother Love, because that's what he is. He's a
But if he-
clown with red makeup.
But if he's on there not talking very much, it's okay too. You
I
just
don't
you don't
care.
have to deal with him.
When he's Brother Love, he is his natural self. He's a clown. And like I
Well,
tell
yeah,
people,
okay.
I love the character. It works. He was always a great manager, but like every time I seen him and doing something in the background, I'm just like, what is this useless ass kiss doing?
And by the way, what do you hate the most? Ass kissing shills.
I hate ass kissers.
And that's all Bruce Pritchard is at this point in his life.
It's a disgusting behavior to me. But which one do we want to get into, boys?
Leroy?
Eventually, he'll die, so it'll be all right. Shouldn't say that. But
Yeah, but Jim's not going to piss on that
Here's the
grave.
thing. I don't want him.
No, Jim is not going to piss
I
on
do
it.
not want
I
Bruce
will.
Pritchard to die. I want him to retire.
Yeah,
There's a
big difference.
Okay, he'll retire
Vince
soon.
Russo, that's a death we might all be kind of like.
I'm not saying I want Vince Russo to die, but if he lost his ability to speak God, wouldn't be the worst thing. Which show do we
The funny part about it is there is one man who cannot wait for that death.
Well, there is one man that's
Dude,
hoping for it.
I will be going down to Jim's house and help him, give him money or help, whatever.
Oh no 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 no
so he
no
can
no!
get to the
Oh
guy
no no
and
no no
piss
no
on
no
him.
no 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 no!
I
It's
would
no no no
help
no
them,
no
man, yeah.
no! You can't because it's already in the will how they're gonna do it.
Oh, okay.
He will divorce his wife.
Stacy has been told she's out of the. He wasn't joking when he went on that legendary YouTube rant. If she doesn't get him, ambulatory or not, to the grave to piss upon it, she's out of the will.
There'd be a lot of people mad at her too.
Yeah.
If he didn't get him there.
All I know is, if you ever want to believe if there is true hatred on this planet, I got a 45-minute video that will prove to you there is.
Shit, you don't even need. You just go find our cuts out of me talking about the Bucks. I'll get you your fucking hatred.
All right, which one do you want to go first?
Do we want to start with the good, the bad, or AEW?
We're gonna disagree. It sounds like. Let's start with the longest show of the fucking weekend. Let's start with AEW.
And rip the Band-Aid off first?
Yeah.
The longest show of the weekend. The Jets game's over.
Wasn't the longest show. They got through it in 3 hours and they fucking lost. So let's do AEW.
Hey,
They got in, they got out, they lost.
They lost. It's that simple.
that sound like a good day with a hooker then.
No, I get in, get out, and she's disappointed.
Hey, we're going to all out, baby.
We
Because
are-
Jesse just went all out for that.
I really did.
Think I'm good. I need a cigarette in the back.
All right, what do we got?
All right, first up we had, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 pre-show matches.
Multi-man matches. No money was won. It was called a tailgate for some reason. Moving on.
That, well, yeah, it was one, the Ops won, Danny Garcia won, Hologram and Paragon
When was the last time the
won.
Ops defended the
I
The
am
trios titles.
confuzzled here.
Okay.
And
So I'm trying to understand.
Uh-huh.
I must have missed something. And don't get me wrong, I do not ever watch the Friday show for AEW
Saturday show,
or
but
whatever.
Saturday, yes.
he doesn't even know what day it is, but that's okay. He doesn't
I
watch.
stopped watching.
Yeah.
Nobody does. Well, some people do.
100,000 at best do. So
They,
yeah, that's
they hit that number, and I'm surprised no one called them and said, "What do you mean on a Saturday night only 100,000 people watched you?"
you did. Here's the thing.
There's college football.
When the fuck did two former members of the Undisputed Era join up with Hologram?
You know?
Oh yeah. You weren't there for that. That was on Collision.
I'm like, when the fuck? When they came out, I'm like, wait, when the fuck did this happen?
Dude, I'll be honest with you. You know how I said I was going through those Thunder tapes, those old Thunder tapes, trying to get through that.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, one of our friends in the Pro Wrestling Lounge, one of the great groups on Facebook that we're all a part of. If you ever want to join a wrestling group where we just all have fun talking about pro wrestling, and we also shit on a couple people. Marcus is one of them. Love you, Marcus.
We still love you and we shit on them.
And we shit on you because you call everything doo-doo. So here's the thing. We love you, Marcus. We really do, man.
We're all family, so we can do that to each other.
I don't fucking remember them ever talking about this. So when they came out, I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Do you remember when I told you I was going through Thunder and I told you how hard it was to get
Sure.
through Thunder? Bro, that's watching Collision every week.
And they're just assuming, they're assuming that you know.
Things happen on Collision, and I'm like, this is too. The big stories on Collision, Jesse, are like when two preliminary guys are trying to get on TV and they're making a feud on Sunday Night Heat. That's what Collision is. It's Sunday Night Heat, but they're trying to pass it off as like a SmackDown.
Is this still 2 hours?
I think so, yeah.
I stopped watching this shit like months ago.
Yeah.
I think
I used to at least go check out its highlights.
Yeah.
But
they
in
just
quotations. but
assume that you know what was going
Well,
on
but see,
because
Jesse-
you were watching.
when
well,
they
but-
showed up, I was like, what the fuck is this?
Well, but see, Jesse,
That's all. They
when,
just think
Jesse,
you
when
are.
you can't pivot, you have this group of highly talented, highly entertaining guys, and they lose one of the better guys in the group, a la Adam Cole,
Yeah.
and now, well, clearly there's no point in them standing on their own. So you put him with a guy who doesn't talk, who doesn't speak, who was your own creation, is a decent in-ring.
It's pretty good.
Is
I like
it-
hologram.
Is a decent in-ring luchador, although I've seen a lot better in Mexico. But again,
Well, sure, but
he's newer at
I
it, but-
don't mind hologram.
yeah, no, but like Jesse, mute, doesn't talk, doesn't really have much of a story other than he comes out looking like he stole Mustafa Ali's gimmick.
It is weird.
He might have. Probably.
Because who do they beat? Go back up. I'm trying to see.
Hologram?
Yeah. it
They
was-
defeated the Fret House.
Oh,
Cole
yeah.
Carter, Griff Garris. Oh, yeah, those boys. And Princeton Vance.
Remember when Cole Carter was in the top NXT group?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember why he got fired from NXT.
Drugs.
Oh, yeah.
Was it
yeah.
steroids?
I think so.
Something like that.
Yeah. He broke the wellness policy. That's all I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, it really wasn't. I mean.
Yeah, the 8-woman tornado tailgate brawl.
That was a lot of fun because Harley Cameron is a light in a dark fucking division.
Harley Cameron. You know where Harley Cameron needs to be, and I'm not saying this just because of the letterhead. She needs to be in a faction with Chelsea Green so she can learn how to truly unlock the potential that she has.
I love Harley, man.
She's so good.
And guess what? Julia Hart lost again.
Well, Leroy, do me a favor. Who won the 8-women match?
Harley.
It was
I'm trying to remember the
Harley,
team.
Mina,
Yep,
Queen
Mina
Eminena,
Shirakawa.
and Willow Nightingale.
Okay.
Queen Amanita.
Yeah. Do me a favor. Tell me the losers.
Megan Bain,
It was supposedly your next top women's person, but anyway,
Penelope Ford,
has been there since day one, and you kept trying to tell us she was a star, but okay.
and then the Triangle of Madness. That's Julie Hart and Sky Blue.
Sky Blue used to be one of your biggest draws in the women's division. Had to go away, and you bring her back to a fanfare of the equivalent of a party favor.
And she's way better than that.
Boy, did Roxanne Perez make the right choice.
You think?
I do not understand. So, I mean, because I was always interested in this group that it's her, Julia Hart. There's another female, I believe.
The Triangle of Madness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's the two they have up there.
Yeah.
And because Sky Blue is insanely talented, just like Roxanne Perez is.
Not according to the cameraman.
And so that's what I was going to get into. Because guess what they get into her? They get into her ass often. This girl barely just turned 21.
No, again, isn't Sky like 25?
Sky's like 22.
Let me double check. But yeah, no, continue.
And like
It's still creepy.
Yeah, she is.
It's still not okay.
Yeah, she is.
She's 25.
Oh, she's 25?
Yeah,
She's
yeah,
very young.
Yeah, she's 25.
Well, her and Julia are very young.
Well, Julia's
23 or something like that.
yeah.
They're very talented young women.
Julia's 23.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
They don't.
You know, Jesse, it's very funny. You ask that a lot, and people always look at me and they're like, "Well, Jesse says he enjoyed it, but then he also says negatives." I'm like, "There's a difference. You think it's negative, but Jesse's legitimately asking, what is actually happening with certain people?"
Because this match, I actually thought this was the best match in the pre-show.
Yeah.
They really do have the second best women's division to WWE, and if he knew how to book women's wrestling, it would actually compete.
Well, he knows how to book Vince McMahon teens women's wrestling.
Because I don't know how many ass shots I have to see in AEW. I no longer want to hear about lecturing because of a certain side of the WWE fan base, and those dudes are who they are. Whatever, fuck them. But I'm like, this is active on camera.
Yeah.
I thought we were all about women's wrestling now.
Did they do that in Deep South? No. So where is Tony getting this?
Look, guys. All the shots that are on the internet of when she was Little Miss Bliss and Alexa had that huge, she was in like her big bubble butt thing. Guys, you took those photos.
Yeah, that was
that's not WWE camera footage.
Those are fan photos. You guys are kind of fucking sick.
Those are fan photos. Yeah. Her hanging over the rope, and
right.
and her ass is obviously flexed because you got to flex your
Whoa,
ass
whoa,
to be able to
yeah,
hang
yeah.
on the rope. Guys, those are your photos.
By the way, I found that shit so funny. I think that was how
And
CM
the
Punk
only
tried
other-
CM Punk tried to set up like AJ Lee, and he almost fucking fell through.
Yeah.
Your wife's insanely flexible, bro.
Yeah.
And
But it's
all
like, no.
those other crap is during the Attitude Era where Vince was sitting back there jerking
See,
off to it.
that's what I'm getting to.
That
So,
was back then.
I thought we were past this now.
No.
WWE is.
Yes.
Why are we doing this to some of these young ladies?
And they're supposed to be family friendly.
Right.
Just the ticket prices.
So if you think I constantly hate on AEW, no, like some of the other critics of AEW, I actually like AEW, but it's shit like that makes me go, you cannot sit there and talk about you're honest and you criticize how Triple H uses the women's division and then watch AEW and see this gratuitous shit like this and not fucking comment on it. It's ridiculous, man.
See, guys, the way that equality works is that occasionally you will not only be criticized, but you will be shown in the same light as the other sex.
Correct.
Once in a while during a fucking men's tag match, a camera guy will all of a sudden be behind the wrestlers to get a different view of what's happening.
Sure.
So you know what WWE does? Occasionally, they're behind the women.
Sure.
But it's not a long, lingering shot that is
No.
clearly being focused
And
on
the
a
shot
certain.
is usually towards the ring. So
Ex-
like, especially like during like a tag match, like so
Yeah.
they did the behind shot with Charlotte, but clearly the camera is focused on her
Trying to make the tag.
looking at Alexis trying to make the tag.
Yeah.
Like there's a clear focus on the match.
And by the way, most camera guys, 99% of them, and again, I'm not saying this is the type of person that they are, but this is their job. They shoot what they're told to. So I'm not pretending like the camera guys are perverts.
And by the way, because we've been to WWE,
No.
Stu is fucking beloved in that company in WWE.
We love Stu.
Like you see at the end of the Becky, we'll get to the match.
Yeah.
But like once again, like Stu goes up to Becky after the match. Get out of my face, Stu. Clearly, he's beloved in the company.
Yeah.
And so it's just I wanted to point that out because I'm like, okay, I don't want to hear about WWE's women's division being misbooked ever again from this fan base.
Also, can anyone actually tell me what WWE women's character right now, booked well or not, is based solely upon their sex appeal?
Nobody.
Some would say
But
Tiffany Stratton, but that's just not true.
No. Rhea purposely does shit. Because
Nah,
but
Rhea.
that's her doing it, not WWE doing
It's
it.
gonna sound like I'm blaming her, but I am. Rhea kind of she earned that.
Well, yeah,
And she goes, if my ass
But
is
I'm
what you
talking
want, I'm
about-
going to sell
Yeah.
it.
but I'm
And she does
talking.
it.
But I'm talking about trying to piggyback off of what Jesse said. There were literal women who walked, and this is also why I think Carmella stopped connecting with the WWE audience, was because you have Charlotte gear all matches. It's not specifically colored, so you're looking at certain parts of her.
Right.
Alexa Bliss clearly wanted to be more creative. Nikki's never been into that style of gimmick anyway.
no.
Well, and even like now, as the bride wearing the skirt, it's clearly not sexualized.
No,
Like,
but that's my point, is that, Jesse, there are literal women in the AEW women's locker room right now that come out there and they are being sexual around the camera. And you know what? That's attitude era shit.
here's the thing. I mean, Tony Storm kind of it's a good wink, on the show.
Right.
that she
Yeah.
does, But like, if you're gonna do it, I don't know. I guess in this case, Tony Khan, why don't you talk to her? Follow the fucking leader. She's doing it the right way.
Right, but
Yeah,
then you've
she
got
totally
someone
does
like
that.
Sky Blue where, I'm sorry, Jesse and I forgot that Tony Schiavone has now been replaced by Bryan Danielson. It was not a four-man booth. I apologize for forgetting, but I barely listen to the commentary half the time because even though there are good individual guys, they're clearly not being given any instruction to take it seriously. Taz laughs at every goddamn thing that's said half the fucking time.
Sometimes it's a joke.
And Bryan Danielson is trying. The problem is that once again, you bring in someone serious 5 years too fucking late.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I
Right,
wanted to
Bryan
kinda get
Danielson.
that out.
Yeah, but anyway. So yeah, 8 women, all of them talented. Holy crap! I would kill to have this be my women's division, but
I would kill to have almost every single one of these women in fucking NXT. Are you kidding me?
oh, dude, there's 10 girls in NXT right now who you don't know the name of who probably could go on television and still be more women's wrestling than this match was, and that's not anyone's fault.
Like I said, I thought the match itself was good, but some of the gratuitous. I'm like, what are this 2008 WWE? What the fuck are we doing?
Guys,
Yeah, that's where
guys,
Tony's going
once
to.
again, back to my earlier point about WWE Unreal, kayfabing yourselves. WWE is leaning into these Shawn Michaels TikToks because all of you guys decided that Shawn Michaels was a creepy old man. Sean's just leaning into this shit because it's fucking funny.
Like I told people, because it is kind of funny. Like Sean will like something of a female athlete. Like he keeps liking females with fat asses and signing them. I don't know what this man is doing, but clearly we're all joking.
Right,
when we
yeah,
say
yeah,
that.
yeah.
But like,
We're all in on the joke.
Right.
Because again, Sean is doing
Well.
all these internet challenges with the entire NXT women's roster, and it's like and people posting like they did with Punk is like, oh, that's just creepy old Sean. I'm like,
I just
you're
say,
the
Sean,
reason
thank you.
he's doing it.
because Sean is by the way, he's a dad.
Of a daughter? He has a daughter?
Good Christian man.
Doesn't
Like
he have a couple?
I think a daughter and a son.
Daughter and a son. He's got 2 kids.
I thought he had more than 2 kids.
No, it's just the 2 kids.
I think it's just the two
Yeah.
kids.
But
Because I think they literally ESPN just did an interview with his wife
yeah.
for their site, and I think she mentioned we'll have to look it up. And I think
Yeah.
she mentioned they only have 2 kids.
But anyway, no, Jesse, that's the thing. Sean and WWE production, or I should say the marketing team, Jesse, they're leaning into.
Or just like the stupid thing before we get into the actual show, the stupid thing coming out of NXT of you see Triple H hates the women's division because of what Charlotte said. I'm like, no, he made the face of, oh yeah, she's right. Like, that's all. He just made like a little grumbly, like, yeah, she's right. He was agreeing with her face. The fuck is wrong with you people?
Yeah.
By the way, that's one of his crown jewels is fucking Charlotte. Why would he be mad at Charlotte Flair? That's one of his crown jewels.
I don't think he's mad at anyone. He just sometimes, like you always say, gets disappointed in them making mistakes. But he's not really. I don't think the man really knows what anger is.
I'm about to say he never comes off. Besides with The Rock, and that was a fair one. He never comes off as fucking angry with any other talent.
Well, but to be fair, like you said, Dwayne earned that shit fucking 8 ways to Sunday. Fucking, it's gonna take the Saudi fucking $250 million to get them to redo that storyline that we were.
Now we're gonna finish it.
Yeah,
Probably.
yeah. 3 years later.
Yeah, they do have a son
Yep.
and a daughter.
Yep.
Born in 2000, the son is. And
I-
2004
I-
is the girl, so.
I
Still crazy that Rebecca is a former fucking Nitro girl.
Right.
Because I literally never knew that.
Leroy. I read the book.
I know.
I did a book report on it.
I know. I didn't. Sorry. I thought he had
you
one
know,
more
and
kid.
it's funny because I read the book and completely forgot about
Yeah.
that.
But anyway,
I
all
thought he
right.
had one
Let's
more
get to
kid.
the main
All
card.
right, let's get to the main card.
Because Jesse, yes, we have a lot of disagreeing to do here.
Main card. First matchup is Adam Copeland and Christian Cage defeating FTR.
Guess what? Guess what? I am going to stay to what I told you people. I am a man of my word. I didn't give a fuck.
I thought it was fun. Throwaway. Wow, I'm saying throwaway in AEW. They're not going to like that.
Yeah.
But it is. You have Beth Phoenix come out, by the way, to the better fucking song. Probably one of the better ones Alter Bridge has ever done. Something War.
Oh yeah. Hang on. I'll get you the name.
One of the, and I have it on my Spotify.
Folks. By the way,
shit.
I want to go back on a couple of our friends who've been commenting this. Jesse and Zach always make these music references, but then forget. I'm like, you don't know how much music is in our head right now.
Dude, if you knew how large my Spotify was, you'd be disgusted.
They know how big my CD collection is. They're
Right,
disgusted
like
at
my
that.
Spotify is redunculous. Spotify is like, we could keep making more money off of Jesse. I love it. Every time they put something old up that I love, like something from the 60s that's rocking around, I'm like, need it, download it now.
This is Jesse.
And I got a few years on you and listening to music, and I love that shit.
Jesse, this is
hard.
War.
This is War. Thank you.
There we
Yeah.
go.
By the way, Beth looks great. Clearly, they must have let her out of her Legends deal for her to do this.
Yeah.
Which is cool, WWE to do. By the way, she's already in the Hall of Fame, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Actually, on a Legends contract, they can kind of do what the fuck they want.
Yeah. For the most part.
I think basically Mark Henry was like, I mean, if I was healthy enough to wrestle, I could. They don't care.
Yeah.
But they have to approve of, because then they have to take their cut.
Yeah.
Because she came out to help because of Stokely, who's great. Wasted in this company, but great.
Can you imagine if Stokely had been brought in and can't come piggybacking off what he had just done in NXT, and they had put him with top people, arguably where Don Callis has been? Can you imagine if Stokely
Man, I
had
kept saying if Stokely was with to start, I'm not even gonna lie. If Stokely was with, not that Carmelo can't talk, but you start him with Carmelo. Holy shit!
Well, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
No. When he got to AEW, if he had been presented better before just randomly appearing with FTR, I think Stokely would be seen as a much better manager in the grand scheme.
'Cause he's great.
He's been doing very well. Yes. The problem that I have with this is you have a match that you already gave away. You have a match that was, yes, of course, was going to be technically good, and then you did another angle.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that. I didn't understand after the angle after the match. Are you gonna run this back? Maybe, I don't know.
But Jesse, that's the thing.
Well,
there were no stakes to run it back to.
And I'm kind of, I'm done with this feud now.
Yeah.
Let's get to Edge and Christian.
Mm-hmm.
That's who they are. Winning the tag titles. Let's just get to it.
Yeah.
And it would have been better if this was actually for the titles If FTR would have
Though,
in Toronto.
it
Right,
would have been way
right.
better.
and I will say this, I will give AEW this on these two guys right now, Adam and Christian, is I do like that there is this different dynamic between the two. Older, they're different characters.
Yeah.
And like it isn't just like pure. Okay, we're gonna go back to what we did in WWE. No.
No,
There's
yeah.
there is a real like difference between them. But and I think it works. And listen, the match wasn't bad.
No.
But I also every time I see FTR, I'm like, they are no closer to the greatness that they were doing. And then when they originally started in AEW,
Yeah.
now like they're as far away from all that as possible.
Yeah.
So what do they do now that they lost this match?
They have a rematch because guess what? Instead of giving them the titles, no offense to Brodito,
None.
but had FTR had the titles in this match, then you know what Spike pile driving Beth does? Force them to get a rematch for the fucking belts.
Correct.
Yep.
Now they're getting a rematch because they pissed off Adam.
Right.
What?
I mean,
Yeah.
I think this is a good way to start off.
Typical wrestling logic tells you one thing. Just
This is a good way to start the pay-per-view in Toronto with
and I'm
the two hometown
well, sure,
boys.
but I'm assuming
Good way
this
to
whole
start
thing
out.
was done to do a blood feud, but it just doesn't. It doesn't completely connect, and that's the problem.
but Jesse,
If they had the tag belts,
I
yes.
agree with one thing. You spike pile drive the former women's champion and wife of the one of the guys in a blood feud. I agree with the angle. After you've already let the baby faces win,
That's the problem.
again, Jesse, all the ingredients are there, and we made porridge.
It's really it's just missing.
We had filet, and Leroy decided to put it in the crock pot.
It's missing.
I wouldn't do that.
Exactly.
And by the way, we'll get to
smart.
WWE when they kind of miss a little bit, but it's
Oh,
missing the mark
WrestlePalooza
on-
was far from perfect.
right. It's missing. You're missing the mark on how you could really make this feud pop, but it's fine. Whatever.
You know, if Adam goes after who did it, who
Oh,
spiked her.
They both did.
They both did.
Oh, they both-
So it's,
the
it's a
combination.
tag team move. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't know if it was a single if it was
Because they've been doing this since they used to be with Tully, I believe.
If-
as their manager.
Yeah.
Adam alone goes after one of the guys from FTR to avenge his wife, that would be okay, not the best. But of course, if they would have had the titles and they would have won the titles, way better story, way better going.
Yeah.
But
It's as simple.
that's the most they
It's
could
a
do out of
tale
it.
as old as wrestling time. The baby faces in their hometown get back together. They took the titles away from the dastardly heels who have the manager. Guess what? The manager in that moment realizes, Jesse, I got to get my guys their titles back.
Right.
So he formulates the plan right then and there, pulls out the handcuffs from somewhere. Arguably, you could plant a security guard and fucking have him take him off
you
the
could
belt.
Do it from underneath the ring.
Well,
You know?
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
wrestling
You
logic.
say that
or
line, I
whatever.
feel like dancing or having tea when you say
Because
that.
you know people are like, well, why the fuck would there be handcuffs on the ring? Maybe a crew member's freaking and left him there. Like, it's
Right,
pro
yeah,
wrestling.
yeah.
Like,
But all
it's
I'm
not a
saying,
big
but
deal.
all I'm saying is this: is
Yeah.
that then Stokely has his guys
Right.
beat up Adam. Then they handcuff Adam.
Right.
They take out Christian with a double team move, and everyone's like, "Well, but they just had this match." I'm like, "Yeah, he's tired. A simple double team move beats you as long as you sell a 20-minute match. It ain't hard."
Right.
And then you
Yes.
attack Beth, and now Adam says, "We got to give them." We got to go after them.
Right.
Christian questions it because Christian, still being the tweener of the group,
Right.
is like, we have the gold. They're in our rear view. But Adam can't let it go. There's that little thing in the back of his head. He can't let it go. That's your wife. Remember, wrestling logic. You fuck up my wife,
Right.
there is literally death upon you until the day I die.
Right.
But it's like,
I agree with that.
and then Adam becomes more and more obsessed with FTR.
Right.
He starts costing them wins, not for the title. Remember, here's what you do. 1 week, they face a Brodito.
Right.
And they lose.
Right.
But then Brodito gets a shot. But Adam focuses
Right.
because he wins. Because FTR, they want those belts.
Right.
But they want them from these guys.
Right.
Not
So
everybody
they
else.
make sure that Adam and Christian are still winning the belt matches, but don't. It's the Seth mentality when he was
Right.
champion.
Right.
Seth lost on TV every single time,
Right.
but when the money was on the line, Seth Rollins pulled the match out.
Right.
That is how you build this, and then FTR take the titles back. But now Beth is back.
Right.
And now Beth and Stokely talk for
It's
a couple
just-
of weeks. Like
it's not
it could have been so much simpler and so much better.
you can make it more impactful, basically.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
go.
And by the way, the beautiful thing about this was Jesse, the two non-wrestlers
Yeah.
could both talk.
I'll say this.
Yep.
Impactful is a good word going into this next match. Go ahead.
Impactful. Yes, it is a returning Eddie Kingston defeating Big Bill.
Shit happens.
And we had a return
Okay.
at the end of the match also.
Sure. But let's get
Kinda.
and I'll get to that. Shit happens during a match.
Yep.
Yes,
And
it does.
And
It
I'm
does
the
sometimes.
first one to tell people I never usually kill a wrestler about shit happening during a match.
And because Jesse understands this one line. I don't think, Jesse, you and I have ever talked to a single wrestler that can look at us and say, "Yep, match went beat for beat the way I
'Cause
wanted it
as
to."
a musician,
Yep.
like I've told wrestlers before, I can understand shit going wrong during a show.
Yeah.
But you got to try to find a way to fix it and move on.
Yeah.
Right? You know, even if people saw the fuck up,
Yep.
it's a show. You still got to move on from it.
Yeah.
They're going to bring – there's a good chance they'll bring it up after the show. It is what it is. Shit happens.
Famously live on the MTV Video Music Awards, CC DeVille was too fucked up that they started to play. I believe it was "Talk Dirty to Me."
Yeah.
No, sorry. I'm sorry. They were trying to do "Unskinny Bop," and then CC started playing "Talk Dirty to Me," and the rest of the band was just like, "Oh, we're on live TV. Okay, here we
Yeah,
go."
you just gotta do it.
The drummer just started into a new
'cause
beat.
You could fucking yell at them afterwards, but you got to get through
And they
this.
fought afterwards,
Right.
and they fired CC
Right.
for the 18th time.
Because at that point, you're like, dude,
Yep.
you fuck up. So
Yeah.
here's the thing. You didn't hit him. Okay. You didn't hit him. Now, because you could see he was visibly upset. Why did you two? You're veterans. Why did you still go to the finish?
Yeah.
Go, A, kick out, because I clearly didn't hit you.
Yep.
I'll hit you again.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, no, Jesse. Not only that, but it's like kick out, come at me,
Right.
and then let me get you back in position.
Right.
It's-
Right.
It's not hard,
Right.
But again, that's the thing that isn't being taught throughout the landscape of AEW. Is it's all about because like they get the most time, but they seem to be the most time sensitive
It's
people.
to me, because like I'm watching it, because I'm not killing either Big Bill nor Eddie.
No.
What I don't understand.
I saw the spot and I was like,
And by the way, the commentator clearly pointed out, I believe it was Tony Schiavone saying like, "Ooh, he missed," but then they just finished the match, and it just felt awkward as fuck.
right.
So like, it's one of those things where like,
Well, if you wouldn't have said that, maybe it could have slipped.
Well, that's
but I
the
doubt it.
problem is that Tony and not
so like one of the things I always gave Ronda Rousey, right?
yeah.
Even though she ended up fucking up at the end, but she did not go through the table proper.
Yeah.
Yep.
Happens.
Oh yeah.
But the ref was trying to tell her, we have to go home.
Yep.
Meaning you have to end.
Yeah.
She accidentally kicked out. She wasn't supposed to have
Yep.
her shoulders were supposed to be down.
Yep.
She fucked it up. It
Yep.
happens, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Now, unfortunately, about what we hear about that backstage is she just couldn't take the fucking responsibility for it.
Yeah.
She wanted to blame Becky. But it's just like, no, you fucked up. Just admit you fucked up, but to the side. Okay, in that case, you have to go home. But, like, at least, like, sell now that you lost.
Yeah.
She just sold pure frustration,
Yep.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And what I felt bad for Eddie for is you could clearly see he was upset.
Yep.
He's mouthing to the camera, I'm sorry. Eddie, you don't have to apologize. Shit happens during the match.
Yeah.
Afterbirth. Why? What? Why? I always do this with AEW. Why?
For why?
For fucking why?
I don't know, dude. Would you like to
Okay.
explain to our audience what happened?
So there was a return.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're hoping you're returning somewhere else, but hey. You got it, Jesse?
So Pop cut his hair,
Mm-hmm.
and he just looks like a fucking bum.
He looks like I see. I didn't see any picture. I read
He
that
looks like a fucking.
He
bum.
looks like a fucking
He
bum.
looks like a fucking bum.
he cut his. Okay, no, he had longer. He cut. How short is his hair?
Oh, it's probably as short as yours.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh
it's-
yeah.
it's
Look that shit up.
bad.
Look that shit up.
Fuck.
Look that shit up.
And clearly, for some reason, he's still with the Death Riders.
Yeah, no, didn't understand that. They've been through a lot without him.
What the fuck are we doing?
All things are canon in the fucking AEW universe. Fuck if I know.
Eddie just got back.
Yeah.
Why is this his first feud or second feud?
I don't know.
Here was the thing. I never minded that this match got set up. Big Bill challenged Eddie, and this was his first match back.
Yeah.
Big Bill has actually, to me, back to TNA, earned the right that if you want to trust a guy to help you return a star, he's earned that. Like, he's worked his ass off, man.
Yeah. No.
Like,
no.
and-
Absolutely.
And I wish nothing but more bigger success for Bill. He's fucking awesome. And plus, as a New York Jet fan, one of us has to have success. So,
Oh, wait a minute.
Yep.
What the?
Yeah. So,
Is he married?
I can't remember if Pac's
Maybe
married or
that's
not.
his wife telling him.
Also,
his hair.
by the way, Jesse, remember, Pac didn't come back here. This was
Oh, sorry, this wasn't Pac.
No.
Which return was this? Was this one after this match?
well, there was no return. This was Brian Keith came down.
Oh,
No. Hook came out.
Oh yeah, that's
It was
right.
Hook.
Came out.
Yeah. Once again, what are we doing with Hook?
hey Taz, real quick. Are you sure you don't want your son to go to NXT? Are you sure? You and Sean have never had any problems. Are you sure?
You and Hunter had very few, if I remember
Michael
correctly.
Cole is still there.
Yeah.
You don't think Michael Cole ain't gonna look out for your boy? I'm just because Tony Khan ain't doing shit for your son.
You don't think that with the revolving door of people they have on commentary that Triple H wouldn't reunite Taz and Michael Cole for a little while? Be the best fucking
Listen,
run.
if he wants to stay on commentary in AEW, I'm not hating on that.
No,
right?
yeah.
But
How is this helping your boy?
it's not. Even, I'm not. The reason I mentioned to Taz, like, hey, you sure you don't want your son to go to AEW? This kid hasn't grown in 3 years.
No.
It's the same gimmick.
Yep.
He's barely grown as a performer, and if he has grown as a performer, like if he's been working on it, we don't see it.
No.
It's the same. We literally had Arlen on the show. We were talking about this with a pro wrestler. We'll have to find the episode and tag it so people can go listen to Arlen talk about this.
Yep.
You cannot. Yes, you're going to perform a certain style, and sometimes different stories a certain style because it's the one you know.
Right.
But you got to be careful because
What bothers me about this. Go ahead and finish your statement.
because sometimes the same fans will see you 2 nights in a row,
And that's my thing, Jesse.
and they
is-
can't start calling out what you're doing.
And that's my thing. What bothers me was Hook was building to something, and then he just comes out to help Eddie.
he was building to something.
I don't know, probably nothing, but you know.
They brought the fucking bat hook sign back. Who cares?
Like I said, dude, Hook coming out to help Eddie was my first moment on this show where I raised my eyebrow and I was like, "What the fuck was the point?"
Mentioned Brian Keith.
Yeah.
You ready? Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready?
Yeah. Pac came
Don't
out
be
later.
black in AEW. I don't be black unless your name is Swerve in AEW.
But now that Swerve is out,
Don't be black in AEW. It literally does you no good. Next match.
That came out later on.
Yeah. Again, with
they
the
had
Jon
3
Moxley
returns
thing.
on this show.
I apologize.
And they all stuck, so they all blended together.
Actually, we'll talk about one that I didn't mind.
Okay.
And they were all mid.
All right. Let's see. Boom. That was that. Okay. Was the table and tax match with Mark Briscoe?
Welcome
win, or
to a
MJF?
fucking clusterfuck that helped no one.
No. We disagree. Now, we disagree on the match. I love the match.
Dude, I love me some chicken. I love me chicken.
I love this fucking match.
The match was great.
Lava chicken.
I am confused. Yes. Is it a shock Mark Briscoe won? Yes.
Yes.
Because MJF still has a fucking world title match in his back pocket.
Yes.
What the fuck is going on?
He also lost a match literally the same weekend.
Him losing to CMLL made me think
They were going to...
we're getting ready. He's going to win this match because we're going to get ready to do him and Hangman.
Yeah.
I don't feel like we're any closer to that.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Oh.
You know who I think we're closer to?
We'll talk about her later.
You know who I think we're closer
Yeah,
to?
I just
Yeah.
that's
You know who I think we're closer to? I think
just came out today.
I think
Yeah.
I think
We'll talk about that.
I think we're closer to Hangman versus fucking Orange Cassidy at this goddamn point.
Probably. Here's the thing.
He's coming back.
So let me because I'm so confused.
You're confused.
I did not mind the blood feud.
No.
I understood what was happening because like it's almost like Mark Briscoe teaching this kid respect.
Yeah.
But I was just like, okay, Mark Briscoe can take a loss and it doesn't really hurt him. Like,
No.
it's not that big of a deal.
No, because he's fucking Mark Briscoe.
right. And you can really. I mean, MJF is a superstar. But it's just like, okay, so you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of after Roman kind of got the double titles, right?
Yeah.
And then he beat Brock, and Brock can no longer challenge him.
Yeah.
You were like, okay, outside of Cody, who the fuck is a believable challenger at this point?
Outside of MJF, who has a guaranteed title shot, who is believable for Hangman?
Nobody.
But the problem is, you just have
And by the way, we'll get to another reason why later in the show. Go ahead.
And by the way, the only guy who's believable, your Cody, just lost.
yeah, you just beat him.
See, Jesse, it'd be one thing if Mark was trying to teach him respect, but Mark looked like, again, Mark is brilliant at this. If Mark was like closer and closer and but MJF still won the match.
Like MJF stole a match.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Because you could pass that off as
Do
listen,
heel shit.
right? And you could pass that off as okay.
Because
like,
by
he
the
stole
way,
one.
because by the way,
Okay.
nobody I've ever seen come out of Ring of Honor, even better than his brother, he was better at this, sells better about, man, I was so close.
right? Then Mark Briscoe, he's very good at
Man,
it.
I was so close. Because, dude, can you imagine, because this is how WWE would have booked it, could you imagine MJF kicking out at 2 and then all of a sudden kicking out at 2.5.
Right.
And then all of a sudden you hit the J Driller. Everyone, and including green shirt guy, are standing up. Everyone's counting. You hear everyone in the stadium going 1, 2, and then MJF does it again. Mark's eyes pop out of his skull. His jaw hits the mat.
I'll say this. No
he
one was,
looks up for
I
Jay.
know. I got to be honest. The best guy right now that does 2.99 is Roman. Roman's the shit out.
Oh,
of it.
yeah.
He's so good at 2.99. Where it's just like, what? Oh shit! It's all. Oh god, how? Like,
But I'm telling you.
Yep.
But I'm telling you, Mark's up there.
Mark can be pretty good. I don't know if he can hit that 2.99 though. But I'll say this. Okay, so even, and I think it was kayfabe, but the character is right in kayfabe. I don't even know anymore either, MJF. You're not closer to your match.
The Hurt Syndicate thing obviously is over. Fine, we moved on
Sure.
from that. Clearly, both parties have no direction since then. I don't know what that's about.
We'll get to the Hurt Syndicate. They told a different story than I expected. Yeah,
Jesse, they
Well,
told a
that's
different
coming up.
story than everyone expected.
I didn't.
Like I said,
understand
I
that.
got nothing against the Gates of Agony. Ricochet is another fucking topic, but Jesse, they shouldn't have. We'll get to it. But
That's
no,
coming up
Jesse,
next,
no,
don't
but no,
worry.
Jesse, Chicken won. That's fine. But the problem is, it's like you said, probably the most beautiful thing in wrestling is being handed a wrestler where a loss cannot hurt them.
Right.
Because you have the world is literally your fucking oyster.
Right.
The world is literally your fucking ocean. Like, I mean, you can look out into a sea of booking and be like, I can do no wrong.
Because I have said, like, the guy right now who's a major star in WWE, who, if he loses, it's not a big deal, is Randy Orton.
Yeah.
Like, because
Yeah.
if he loses...
I'd put AJ in there too.
in AJ, because it doesn't hurt them.
No, God no.
Like, if they won the title the next month, I'd be like, okay, yeah, no, that's believable.
I've also been waiting. almost an entire 2 weeks to ask you this, but like, I mean, we've kind of been alluding to it, bro. AJ Styles doesn't need anything out of AEW. He's gonna go home and just fucking live his life. Like,
You go home, be a dad, get inducted to the WWE Hall of Fame, and be one of the greatest guys to ever do it. Now
he might go back down to TNA for one just send off, but
right.
like, he's not gonna fucking.
Now to MJF,
What do you do?
actually,
What do you do?
Now I have an overnight this Wednesday, so
Coast?
I might actually watch it live.
You may, but we have to get to the match where you promised our fans last week. You might not, but we'll get to it. We're gonna save that. I swear to God, don't you dare fucking say anything.
But I was gonna say, like, because I don't know where MJF
be
goes
quiet.
now. I have no idea.
Coasting until his contract is done.
No,
He's getting paid a lot of
it's
fucking
not
money.
even in him. It seems like he's
Yeah.
been doing great work since he got that contract.
Right, but the problem is that Jesse, the only believable challenger, just lost twice in one weekend. Fine, he lost in a different promotion to get a belt off, but Jesse, that's the normal time in wrestling where you're like, oh, he's about to go do something else.
Right.
And now it's like, it's lose to Mark Briscoe, who thanks to your booking is nowhere nearer the world title than MJF apparently.
I'm confused.
This whole feud felt like it was in a fucking different stadium every fucking time. It didn't even feel like MJF was lingering.
When he re-challenged him, I understood it, but I was just like, okay, I think this is the putting MJF in a brand new top guy category kind of match.
Yeah. But then you lose.
Like you did Edge and Mick Foley at WrestleMania.
Right.
But like then he lost, and I'm like, he's not any closer to being champion. Next match.
Hard to believe that Rated RKO actually their entire main event careers they owe to Mick Foley.
Yeah, it's true.
Because it elevates you to beat a guy like Mick Foley.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Next up is a trio. You were just talking about it. The Demand, Ricochet and GOA, defeat the Hurt Syndicate.
okay. So I thought the story going into this was Ricochet's revenge.
Right.
The story of the match was apparently MVP can't hang.
Right.
What the fuck?
I thought he could. I thought he could hang.
He looked old when he talked to Chris Van Vliet. He looked geriatric in this fucking match.
I sat there like, wait, pause. Tony Khan, fuck you. The story going into this was Ricochet's revenge. That's why he got these two killer Samoans.
Yep.
It seems like the story of the match is MVP can't hang, which, by the way, wouldn't really matter when Shelton Benjamin and Bobby Lashley are in the same fucking match.
Because Shelton Benjamin at 50 is a better wrestler than half this
And
roster.
Bobby Lashley could probably beat all three of these guys if when booked right on his own, and it's believable.
Well, see,
Oh, yeah.
what you should do with the Hurt Syndicate, because it's not that hard, is the Hurt Syndicate, if you really were going to have them be what they wanted to be, you make this a handicap match. And then you watch Bobby Lashley still throw the two Samoan boys around like they ain't fucking nothing. And then when it's time to wrestle and Ricochet gets in, then Shelton comes in and out-wrestles him because he can at 50.
Yeah.
The Hurt Syndicate is like the easiest way to book. You got the strong dude that can throw anyone around that he wants.
But apparently Triple H doesn't like black people and didn't want to book them. Okay.
Okay, sure. Yeah, whatever.
So
Wrong company.
thank you, MVP for that.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. This was stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was the first match of the night that wasn't a pre-show where I'm like, this is fucking dumb.
Yeah. Because
See,
Leroy,
this is the AEW I fucking hate.
Leroy, would you like to read who won the match?
Who pinned?
I don't give a shit who pinned who.
The
Who won the
Demand.
match?
I said Ricochet and GOA won the trios match.
Exactly. What the fuck are we doing?
I don't even know.
Not even that audience takes Ricochet seriously, but he's going to beat the Hurt Syndicate?
Ricochet is literally mid-card supreme.
Yeah.
And why? It's,
Ricky,
You know what? He should put his Puma mask back on and call himself mid-card supreme. Then I would support him.
Ricochet is that eating challenge that a professional walks into and goes, I feel bad that I'm doing this because this is not a complicated
Like,
situation.
this is mid card supreme.
Is
here.
it only reason they lost is because of the MVP?
I think
kind
that's
of
the
that's
story
what
That
they're
was the story they went with.
That's the story they're trying to tell. But the problem is
It didn't
Tony
work.
Tony already gave away MVP can still go in another 6-man. So like Tony once again is trying to give you a story, not realizing what he's already told us. It's like Edge and Christian's match. Why did I not give a shit? Even though I said from the beginning when I found out that they were going to be being put back together, was like, oh wait, because Tony's going to do something to make me not give a shit. And why didn't I give a shit? Because they've already been back together.
Yeah, no, this to me, this match was fucking dumb.
So like, not only does Ricochet win, but Ricochet doesn't get his revenge because, like Jesse said, coming out of it, it was MVP.
He pinned MVP. Ooh.
Who's old, broke down, and not the muscle and or the speed.
Speaking of people I'm sick of, next match.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is. Well, Miss Belt Collector Mercedes Moné defeated Rio in her championship match.
So
We knew the results of this, but God, it was
they
so.
could have put a
It was
wall
so
up.
much worse.
They could have put a
Oh,
wall
is that
up.
good, huh?
They could have put a wall up and let a painter paint in this match, and it would have been more entertaining than watching her win again.
You know what they could have done, Jesse? For the entirety of the match, they could have just re-shown that video of after the Chiefs lost, them putting up the big wall and Taylor Swift walking behind it. That would have been more entertaining
that
than
was
this.
fucking funny.
That was fucking hilarious.
So
Which, by the way, to the press, fuck you guys, you earned that shit.
here's the stupid part about that: she went and greeted fans anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
She must have not asked for that. That was someone else's idea. Okay, let's talk about why this was stupid. Because
Rio is a good competitor.
you do a thing where Riho is one of the better baby faces because she understands how to fight from underneath because of her size.
Yeah, exactly.
But the problem is she was never winning.
The scary part about it is, though, she will still whip a bitch's ass if she needs to.
Well, the problem of this match was she was never going to win.
No, not at all.
Oh, cause yeah.
So everything happened, and you're like, okay, she'll hit her comeback.
You know what would have made this match more believable?
Yeah, what's that?
There, Leroy. If Riho would have returned and they would have waited 2 pay-per-views to fucking do it.
That's not the
there we
way
go.
Tony Khan works.
But they just threw it out there.
He wants to blow his load quickly.
Hey,
next match, because that if you want to
This
know if I can flip out, talking about Mercedes will do it.
well, hey, you got a lot to make up for in a match coming up, but I will only say this, folks. I will also, because I'm responding now to some of our critics. Guys, Jesse does not wish that a black woman doesn't be successful. He just knows when one is full of shit.
This one is she's not even just full of shit anymore. She's full of elephant shit.
She's full of herself.
Like
And elephant shit.
I don't know if there's any more shit in that body. Like
Yeah, she's
This-
not that big.
what you cannot be in pro wrestling is boring.
Yeah.
This is fucking boring.
Yeah.
Jesse, there were people that actually...
And it went almost 20 minutes. What was it, like 17, 16?
Yeah.
16 minutes.
Yeah,
it says.
16 minutes.
God, it dragged.
Jesse, because we have to keep pulling the parallels because no one else is willing to do it, although Jim's show, Brian finally did mention it. Jesse, in the short time that he had all those belts, people bought tickets to see Ultimo Dragon.
True.
Nobody's buying tickets to see Mercedes Moné.
No.
Because she's not as talented as
They are on the independents probably because of the name.
Right. Well,
But,
duh.
but otherwise,
But not to the show that's paying her millions of dollars.
correct.
Well, I mean, you're going to independent show, you're spending
Ultimo
10
Dragon...
to 15, 20 bucks to go see
Also-
it, and you're going to see your favorite star.
Also, by the way, do people forget that Ultimo Dragon held an NWA world title in the middle of that fucking thing?
Right.
Yeah.
She doesn't even have a fucking main card title.
Okay, let's talk about my favorite match on the card.
Oh, boy.
Ready?
Your favorite?
So I'm gonna say Kazuchika Okada
Uh-huh.
and Konosuke Takeshita
Mm-hmm.
kept having a really great one-on-one match,
And then,
and Mascara Dorada kept getting involved.
yeah.
And then the ending happened that I thought would happen because
Yeah.
that's the whole reason he was in the fucking match.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
we are still no closer to Takeshita versus Okada. And he gets paid a lot of money
Yeah.
to call people a bitch.
Yeah.
I love you, Okada. It's not his fault. If you're going to pay him that much money to do this shit, he's going to do it.
Yeah. Oh,
so,
yes.
Yep, after a 21-minute match, he is still the AEW Unified Champion.
dude, this match
This
was
was
my
the worst
favorite.
tease ever because it was like,
This was so fun to me because I was just like,
you were teased the whole match.
fuck you, you don't have the balls to do the one-on-one. You don't have the balls to do the one-on-one. He's not going to do it. He's never going to do it. I'm telling AEW fans he's not going to do it.
Even after that ending, you think he's still going to find a way to get out of it?
He's not going to do this match. Okada will be on his way to WWE by the time he considers doing this match.
Oh, wow.
Because, by the way, when is the last time Takeshita had a match of importance as good as he fucking is in AEW? This one.
Literally,
The first
literally
time
last
in
night,
months.
years, arguably.
Yeah, that sucks.
But hey, New Japan lets a guy into the G1, does really well with him, and
So,
you know,
that was my favorite match. It was like, he does not have the balls to do this one.
But Jesse, it was like you were being teased, and then Mascara Dorado showed up. He's the new Dominic.
Man, this is a 5-star match. Oh, here comes this fucking lucha.
And then Mascara Dorado. Hey, by the way, Mascara Dorado, we love you. It's not your fault, but you were the worst third wheel ever, cuz.
It's like watching a really good porn, and then there a fourth dick comes in. You're like, where the fuck did this dick come from? And you're just like, it keeps showing up. That was Mascara Dorado last night. I'm like, he does not have the balls to do it. Fun match, but I was like, he doesn't have the balls to do the one-on-one.
But I'm sitting here saying to myself, Jesse, when it was just the two of them, I saw what could be greatness.
Yeah.
And then I turned around and I was like, and then there's this guy.
And then, what is the meme? Something, and then there's Bob. Then there's Mascara Dorado.
Bob.
And then there's Mod. And I'm just like,
fucking there.
and I don't even hate Mascara
I don't
Dorado,
either.
but it's like, dude, Jesse, there's no way he's gonna watch that back and not realize I am the worst third wheel ever, cuz.
Like, bro, it was fucking comical.
It's like the buddy that
Yeah.
Jesse, it's like the buddy that like you got this date with this hottie in high school and your buddy just doesn't understand the idea of get the fuck out of the house.
Right.
Like that's what this match was.
Right.
And I'm sitting here like, Mascara Dorado, congratulations on getting this spot. You don't belong here, cuz.
Next match.
Next match up was John Moxley defeating Darby Allin in a coffin match.
This match
With the return
sucked.
of Pac at
This
point.
match sucked on so many levels.
Fuck this match. Fuck Tony Khan. Fuck this fucking feud. And by the way, this is another one tonight. I thought we were pushing this guy to the moon. He lost after he tried to set a nigga on fire again.
Well, that happened later, right?
Again! He lost after he tried to set a motherfucker on fire. This is the third time Darby Allin has tried to kill a motherfucker and lost the match.
Who's not himself, yes.
It's crazy.
And don't get me started on fucking John Moxley. You know what? Don't get me started on Roddy White. What's his name's wife?
Marina Shafir.
This is Stephanie McMahon 2002 levels of fucking.
Oh,
now.
wow.
Just like, get this bitch out of here.
Wow.
Just annoying as shit.
Damn.
You want to talk about some low bar.
Did you see? Some people called it her best promo. I'm like, well, yeah, I guess it's better than telling people that we don't know her when we actually don't know her.
See, the problem is we actually, tried to, move past that promo, but when you keep doing shittier and shittier work, now it's funny.
Now, let's talk about the Dynamite before this. You don't know that's your husband?
Leroy, guess what?
She blocked her husband from getting to John Moxley.
Leroy.
She cock-blocked her husband?
No. Cock blocking is a nice way of putting what happened.
Oh, okay.
She stared that Nazi grin of hers into the eyes of the man she is betrothed to and would not let him get at it. Which, by the way, if no one knew they were married in real life, no one would care. But everyone fucking knows!
And by the way, she couldn't even sell it.
Nope.
Because she started fucking smiling at
She
him.
smirked the whole, and not a smirk of, you're not getting to my boss, a straight up smirk
Not
about,
a boo-boo. You
Yep.
can't get to him. Love you, baby.
Yep.
Bitch, stay in character.
Yep.
You're so inconsistently bad. Like on Wednesday, I was just like, I think I would rather see Nick Wayne's mom. That's how bad she was.
Well, at least she's being consistent and being consistently bad.
Fucking
No,
Christ.
no. You missed what he said. She's inconsistently bad.
She's inconsistently bad.
But she's doing it all the time.
That's not what the word inconsistent means.
Fuck this match.
Yep.
Fuck
her.
Tony Khan. Fuck Marina Shafir. And fuck John Moxley. I don't want to see John Moxley again.
But guess what?
Oh,
He
he'll
won.
be back.
But guess
He
what?
will.
He's gonna be back on fucking Dynamite after being lit on fucking fire. This is what I keep trying to explain to people.
Renee, get your husband to go home. I'm
This
tired
is
of this.
this is why no one comes back. John Moxley is apparently fucking goddamn fucking. He's fucking.
Invincible.
Shawn Michaels to AEW, I guess.
No, he's not. You know who he is? He's fucking Homelander. Because apparently nothing can kill you.
He's like Hulk Hogan to AEW. Because like he just gets to do whatever the fuck he wants.
The motherfucker.
I would say Homeland, yes.
The
I agree with you there.
motherfucker got lit on motherfucking fire. And he's going to be back on there with his fucking bowed out big ass triceps that make him look like a goddamn hunchback. And he's going to fucking sit there and he's going to fucking talk to me about how AEW is weak and this and that. And I'm like, you are trying to convince me that you are a tough guy when you got lit on fire and you are back the next week, but you don't have a bandage, you don't have a fucking crutch.
It is official because I remember I gave him all the credit in the world for the 2020 run.
You say it
because-
all the time.
I-
COVID, he was the MVP of the company.
Because I was just like, man, I'm like, when I push Cody to the side, this dude is really trying to build guys with this world title. And I can fucking appreciate that. This shit sucks. I wonder why you can't get past 500,000 viewers. John Moxley is impossible to fucking watch every week.
It is now John Moxley, Hangman, and Swerve. One of you motherfuckers has to die.
At some point.
Because at this point, you have survived. I'm not joking when I say the word. I am literally telling the world. You have survived everything that can be done. This is where I'm going to bring it up. There was that one influencer who recently got her fucking ass kicked by Selena Vega because she decided that she wanted to call out wrestlers and she wanted to go see what it was all about. So it's on TikTok and she went out there and a buddy of hers went out there. They filmed it. They went to the gym with Selena and her husband, Aleister Black, and they sat there and they took bumps. They took the kendo sticks. The one dude was all like, I'm like, bro, she didn't even hit you.
Right.
She grazed your motherfucking
Right.
back. That shit hurts.
Yeah.
You got no, seriously. And
Yeah, it
and by
fucking
the way, fucking Alistair's fucking there and he's just going like, yeah, taking a bump is the equivalent of being hit by a car at 20 to 30 miles an hour.
Yep.
So you're telling me
Remember that you can say her name. It was Cinna. They
was
had
it
to-
Cinna? I didn't know her name.
They had to get the baby back thing so she wouldn't fall in the actual.
Yep. She did not take a body slam on the mat.
And like he slammed her, he was like, "Is that a little better?" And I'm like, Tom, you're such a nice guy because I'd be like, "Hey, you little bitch, does that feel a little better?" I bet
wouldn't
you won't
want
open your fucking mouth again.
I wouldn't want to do that myself.
I would love to do it because I'm a psychopath, but that's just because I would love to also.
Who
talk
was
to
the
Tom.
dude that was with her that decided to take not one but two chops from Selena?
That was because that's the black dude, I think.
No.
No,
I'm pretty sure it was a white guy.
I forget his name.
Yeah.
I'd
forget
take a
his name.
chop from somebody, but I don't get.
He didn't like the second one.
I don't even hate Cinna, but she fucking learned. She fucking learned. Stop talking about these wrestlers when you don't know shit about the game.
I don't care who does a chop. It's gonna fucking hurt.
Now I forget. Was she
But I'll
being
take a shot.
actually seriously disrespectful?
I think she was kidding the whole time. Most people say she was kidding.
Okay, yeah.
But
Well,
still, I'm like, she needs to earn this ass whooping.
She learned a lot.
Because I gave Logan Paul credit for this. I remember after his first match, he said, there were a lot of people around me who did not believe wrestling was this and all this.
Yeah.
Until they saw me after my match with Seth and went, ooh, you look pretty beat up. Yeah, it fucking hurts.
Because Leroy.
shit.
Let me be clear. When Selena, and again, it's on TikTok. When Selena hit her with the kendo stick, she didn't even hit her.
she grazed her.
Is it on
She praised
Selena's Is it on theirs?
No, it'll
or
be
is
on TikTok because they live streamed it. So it'll
Yeah,
be
yeah,
on,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
you
yeah.
can find it on TikTok.
Yeah, yeah.
It-
But no.
Name's Senna.
But it's on Cinna and hers?
Cinna.
Yep.
But no, Leroy. Cinna, sweetie, let me be very clear. Selena didn't even draw back. She literally took her hips in like a. And by the way, this is the baseball swing that baseball players do to get the fucking kinks out of the
Right,
hips.
right.
She fucking twisted the hip. And by the way, she helped you because in the business, this is where the stick doesn't just graze your back; it rolls off your back. This ain't Sandman just taking a fucking baseball swing, baby. She helped you.
Ah, yeah.
And Alistair was just like, was that a little bit bad? Alistair, by the way, no offense, Alistair looked like he wanted no part of it,
I'm not
but then he
gonna
looked
lie.
like he had fun.
I would take another chair shot than have a wrestler thrown at me again. And by the way,
Yeah.
Alvin is not heavy.
No.
But I will give Paul Verk this. He's got underrated power. The speed in which he threw that man. I was like, oh shit, we have to catch him.
Yeah.
Uh-huh, yes.
And once I felt, because when I felt him,
Oh,
I
no.
was like, oh god, I could be. Nope, I'm good. All right, we're good. Like,
Well, we were both
I was
there,
holy-
so
I
that
know,
was- that's
I
I'm glad
looked at
both
you
of
like,
us
bro,
were.
are you good? Because that was speed in which he threw this man.
It's like, I'm good, and then we had to make sure
I would
everybody
rather
around is
take
okay.
a chair shot again because I'm like, holy shit! I don't know how they catch each other flying out the fucking sky. That fucking sucked. But yeah,
But I think if we had to do it
But that's
another
my point.
time,
But that's
we'd
my
be
point.
okay.
Now back to my point. They have to
Yeah.
kill John Moxley. He has to TNA get shot.
Darby Allin has to die first.
But
No.
Darby's the one lighting people on fire.
Yeah, so he might kill somebody.
The only reason
Who's
it's
going to draw the
only
short
reason
straw?
It's believable when Darby survives is because he literally just recently survived getting hit by a bus in real life. So like, I'm like, okay, I guess it's real at this point because he's done it.
Yeah.
And climbing a mountain.
And did yeah,
Yeah.
but
All the other weird stuff he records.
must be blessed by the Lord
He'll make you believe in a higher power if you don't.
because he should be dead.
He should
He-
motherfucking be
He
dead.
jumped over a house. And need I go on?
But John Moxley as a character.
Is so fucking terrible.
He should draw.
Don't
the
you internet? I swear to God, if you fucking bring up that the Vision is the bootleg Death Riders, they ain't that bad.
I literally. This is not a lie. I prefer suffering succotash Roman Reigns at this point.
Yeah, yeah, right.
At least I knew there was an old asshole in the back writing his lines.
Yeah,
This shit sucks.
yeah.
Yeah.
This was actually unwatchable. You want to know how I got my fucking app games all caught up? Because this match was on and I had nothing better to do.
Before we go to the next match, this is the reason sometimes, a lot of the times, you guys want to get mad at the Eric Bischoffs and Jim Cornettes of the world, but they're right. When the outside audience sees shit like this, they
don't
think
wanna
you're a
watch
Connie
it.
show.
They
They don't
don't
watch
watch.
Yeah.
The
think you're a Carney
WWE took a bunch of women and said, well, it's too late in life to help the women whose tits and ass were all over our television.
Right.
But this generation, we can cover you up a little more. We can teach you how to wrestle. We can teach you
They
timing
treat them like professional wrestlers.
like equals.
Right.
Yes, the way they should.
Which makes a world of a fucking
And yes,
difference.
people, stop giving Becky Lynch shit for, yes, when she first got to the company, she did a couple of bikini photo shoots. It's women's wrestling. Sex still sells. Get over
It was
yourselves.
still 2014.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
Like-
no, yeah, no.
Okay, Trish was doing that before she got in.
But
Yeah, of
but
course.
no, but no. What I'm trying to get at is
Oh man.
I know. Yeah.
Is-
This match sucked.
they WWE couldn't fix what Tori Wilson and Candice and
Did beforehand.
and Michelle had to be.
Because spoiler, I'm going to shit all over John Cena versus Brock Lesnar. This was way worse.
Yes.
This was way worse. We got to move on. Next
Yeah,
match.
Let's go on. It is the four-way for the AEW's Women's World Championship.
Jesse, it's all you, baby.
And
Sto Davis, you had a week.
all right,
It's all you, baby.
let me say it first, please, and then Jessica can go. All right.
Turn your mic off when you're done.
Chris Statlander won the fatal four-way against Tony Storm, Jamie Hayter, and
I'm going to be a
Heck,
dick.
he-
I don't care. I love you, sir, but I'm going to
Jesse?
be a dick. Have fun, Stodamus.
The floor
Because I
is
know
yours,
you
Jesse.
hated this.
Yeah, the floor is yours.
Chris Statlander in this company, let me clear my words, in this company is a very deserving women's world champion.
Yes.
I do not hate Chris Statlander.
No, you do not.
I have seen her 3 times in person.
Yep.
I bought a shirt of hers.
Didn't you also have a drink at the bar with her?
Yes.
Yeah.
Her and her boyfriend at the time, husband now.
Yeah.
Cool people.
Yeah.
Like I could never. I've always rooted for her, especially when she first signed.
Yep.
But not at the cost of Tony Storm. What? Let me be clear to the AEW fan base.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck what awesome spiral Tony goes on here because she's gonna do great.
Yep.
My problem isn't Tony Storm.
Nope.
We're not gonna spin back to this for like 6 months.
Yep.
So we did
yeah.
this
Uh-huh.
to take the title off of Tony Storm.
Yep.
But you know why we really did this?
Mm-hmm.
To eventually put the belt on Mercedes Moné.
Yep. Remember you said last week, Jesse, this might be the moment where you take a break from watching Dynamite.
I'm not going to stop.
Okay.
I almost broke my fucking TV
I'm glad you did not.
because I literally said, she is deserving. I'm not saying she's not.
Right.
I agree.
Right.
But to your biggest star?
Yep.
When Cody beat Roman Reigns, he was the only other star on the same level as Roman Reigns.
Yep.
It made sense.
Yep.
Roman's call to have him lose to WrestleMania before was a good one in hindsight.
Yep.
Because now you got an extra year to really fucking do this thing, and then his cousin got involved, and we know what happened.
Yep.
This does not help Tony for the next month. I don't give a fuck how great the promos are. I don't give a fuck what feuds she gets into, and she's going to be great.
Yep.
Because Tony Storm is great. By the way, to everyone who thought I was going to get on here today and get mad at Tony Storm for saying she wants to stay in AEW, I think she should.
100%.
Because her and MJF, who I don't believe is going to stay, are 2 of the brightest spots they actually fucking have.
Yes.
Yeah, if it's working for her, stay. That's fine.
All this so Mercedes Moné can win the AEW
I give
Women's
it
World
2
title.
months, and then she'll have this title.
Yep. Number 10, baby. It's loading. All this so that we didn't have Mercedes look out to the internet and say, I beat Timeless Tony's. Okay, this is Tony thinking he can have his cake.
Didn't have the balls to do it last month.
This is Tony thinking that he can have his cake
But
and
let
eat
me
it too.
interject 2 more women just to protect what is a bad booking decision. And you know who the first person I saw call this out on fucking, and I want to give him credit even though I don't like him, was JD from New York.
Okay.
So you used 2 other women,
Yep.
which I feared.
Yep.
You used 2 other women to protect that you didn't have the balls to do this a month ago.
Yep.
yeah, it's
Fuck it. Ah!
it's an easy way for a champion to lose her belt or his belt.
There
in a
are
multiple
no
person.
believable challengers. That's the problem.
And we did state this how many times?
Chris Statlander wasn't a believable challenger.
And yet, out of all the non-believable challengers, I don't mind this, but clearly she's not going to have this for long.
Cody Rhodes won the world title, and at the time, there wasn't a soul in that arena that believed that there was another person able, willing, or capable. They had made Roman Reigns so unbeatable that not even John Cena
Right.
made sense
Brock
to
Lesnar.
beat fucking Roman.
He actually did what he could not do early in his career. He fucking conquered Brock Lesnar.
And
Like,
and guess what? Whether any of you believe it or not, and I know that
and I can't believe I'm saying this. Kudos to Vince on this for interfering, I guess.
yeah,
But having Cody beat Brock was a good idea.
yeah,
It actually only helped.
yeah. But hey guys, just remember, y'all, and I know some of the people that will fucking stand there and say it.
Stupid.
Cody Rhodes winning that should have never happened, didn't make any sense, blah blah blah. But then you bitch that there's no believable challenger. No, Cody Rhodes won, and the whole world cried right there along with him.
Correct.
Chris Statlander won, and no one gave a fuck.
Well, we cared,
We care because it's Chris.
and of course you're happy for her.
Of course.
But you're like, this way?
But now, Jesse, you have to now because our fans expect it from you. You have to answer your own pressing question. Why is Chris Statlander the one that we hold up title reigns for?
I don't know.
That's a good question.
I do not fucking know.
Chris Statlander has 2 belts in this company, and both times we waited for fucking ever to just do it out of nowhere.
This
And
time,
then-
by the way, she's been healthy the last 2 years. So this one, well, no, she was hurt most of last year. That's right.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
I don't fuck.
Has he been trying to make Chris Statlander the Hulk Hogan this whole time, but she keeps getting hurt?
Probably.
Is that what Tony's telling? Seriously, this is one of those decisions where Jesse Stowe would have left the show, and I would have been like, guys, I need someone to cover Jesse's spot for the rest of the night. Where is he? I'm like, don't ask.
He probably ain't coming back.
And then on Wednesday, Tony Khan would get in his little office. He'd set up his little blackboard or whiteboard or whatever the fuck he's doing to do his cocaine on. You thought I was going to say a fucking board he was going to write on, didn't you?
Oh, hell no. I know he's right on a bar.
There you go. And
He has a
then
notebook.
as soon as that first line is ready to go, Tony's got it's all cut up, it's all perfectly ready. He's ready to go. He's got that $100 bill all wrapped up. All of a sudden, the cocaine went out the window because the door opened and Jesse flew in like a fucking ghost of Christmas past, being like, listen up, motherfucker.
He's like the motherfucking phantom coming in there.
Did not have the balls to do this a month ago.
Except Jesse, the difference between Tony Khan and Vince.
Well, and by the way, we actually gave him credit because Mercedes winning the title just felt yucky.
Jesse, the sad part
Yeah.
about it is between the two of them, Vince McMahon would fire you, then rehire you. Tony would never fire you.
No, he just wouldn't text you back.
I had to suspend him indefinitely because I didn't feel safe. I would tweet, "Yup, and you're not going to feel safe when I come back."
So,
This is a booker
Oh.
that just proved he didn't have the balls to do something.
so the last
Twice in one pay-per-view.
So the last time she had a title, how long did Chris have it?
Fucking 3 months.
Okay.
TBS title, 3 months.
So
like 3
this
months.
time she will have.
Too much.
She is the babyface transitional champion. here.
Sorry, there's a pay-per-view in January, right?
Yep.
So so it's almost October now.
Yep.
Yeah.
So 3.5 months she'll have it.
You think so?
Just because Tony Khan didn't have the balls to piss off his audience and have By the way, you're also proving your audience doesn't give a fuck about Mercedes because you wouldn't let her beat Tony Storm.
Correct.
Guess what? You just stooged yourself, Tony. You
then-
know your audience hates Mercedes
And
because
then-
you know the reaction that you would have gotten had she beat Timeless Tony Storm.
Then have Timeless come back and beat
I
her
wanna
for a
see
title?
the-
Ballless, feckless fuck.
I want to see the numbers this week on Dynamite as they try to move forward with this story of why of how Chris won. Of course, whatever Tony Storm does, which I'm sure will be brilliant.
Yep.
I bet you he might have just lost 10,000 more.
Yeah.
Because I told people, I said online, I'm like, you guys don't.
Well, the numbers went up this past week.
It was like what 610.
It was like 6'4", 6'5", yeah.
Yeah.
But like you said, Jesse, following this, good fucking luck. Watch those women's segments go down even farther.
Can
I
they?
think people would have actually rather seen the surprise of Thekla winning,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
especially after the go home shot, because you were like, actually, Thekla wins this. You build one hell of a night. Like you can build, but he doesn't do long feuds, so of course she wasn't. But like you can actually build a long feud between her and Tony Storm,
But
because you actually gave her an actual real rival now.
but the problem is that Thekla's also been a fucking waste since she got there because no one fucking
She doesn't win a lot either.
no. She's in a fucking group.
Here's the problem.
She doesn't do shit.
It's not the being in the faction that's a problem. It's how do you use the faction?
Well, duh. All right. We're done ripping on the fact that, guess what? This was all a long, convoluted fuck you to Chris Statlander of, hey, Chris, thanks for being here for all these years. Here's the world title. By the way, Mercedes will be back in a couple months.
Next match. I don't get it.
No, you get it. That's why you're pissed off.
Yeah, that's true.
There we go. All right, thank you, Jesse, for that wonderful insight. All right, we have a next.
We've also been forgetting about this, not to interrupt Leroy, but now we're going to go back to this. Jesse needs a little better help.
Thank you so much for that, Zach. And now, we might need it after this one, too. You never know. We have the AEW tag team four-way ladder match with the champions.
It was
defeating
good
everybody.
because I didn't hate anyone in this match.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's push everything.
Well, besides the Young Bucks?
Let's push everything.
I don't
to the
hate
side.
them. I just
No.
I just don't
like
care
them.
about them.
Okay, there we
This match does not matter. Let's talk about what really happened.
That's what
go.
I'm
And then
saying.
we had a comeback.
Hey, comeback is what his daddy should have done.
Let's see here. Is that God is not going to give a miracle, and that I don't know if it would be a miracle.
Oh, that was good.
And Dr. Frankenstein would not be able to bring him back.
So
The body's
listen.
been too decomposed.
It's so funny, you know. We
feud
so-
between me and Jack Perry is
we
is
see the
slowly starting.
dinosaur,
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden, and
a song from the 1950s.
I'm like, well, kind of, and I'm like,
It's not,
no,
not that old.
no.
Well, I saw a video of him
And guess
pulling
who
a
comes
coffin.
out on the back of a dinosaur?
The skinniest, smallest, stupid, fuckiest, loserest wrestler in the fucking planet.
I
That you could kick his ass.
have never seen
A more mid reaction.
I have never seen a more quick we failed than this. This is brilliant. The reason this
Thank you,
is
CM Punk.
brilliant is like, by the way, this actually happened as he was walking around with AJ Lee.
Yeah.
You
Ah.
fucking dolt. Because by the way, maybe if things would have worked out, AJ Lee could have returned to AEW. Here's the thing.
That would have been a good pop for him.
You know why the reason I love this, Leroy?
Yeah.
You know who I thought about during this match?
Taking a poop?
Zach.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I thought
Why
about
is that?
Zach
Why is
because
that?
I literally went. They admitted heel Jack Perry sucks. Heel Jack Perry sucks. So since we just got Luchasaurus back,
Yeah.
I'm happy he's healthy. I
I'm
love the
so
guy.
happy he's healthy.
Yeah.
But like, we got Luchasaurus back,
Why not put
and
him back
Jack,
at the
you're
dinosaur?
going back. Heel, you sucks.
A boy and his dinosaur.
And
to
he,
feud with the Bucks.
Oh,
and he whipped. I saw he whipped
fuck.
his belt into the crowd.
A heel and his Well, no, Leroy. The reason why he did that was because his belt is big enough to be a wristwatch for most of the men in the
Well,
audience.
it's true. Yes.
I
Somebody got a
fucking
souvenir.
love this. You know why this is fun? This is great to me. So this reminds me a lot, and I like when Vince did it. I fucking laughed at it too. So remember, they tried to do heel Stone Cold for like a fucking year,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like it just it was not good. Of course, they
Vince never got cheered so much.
because heel Stone Cold sucked.
It was not good.
Yeah.
Because the whole point of the character was he had heel tendencies, but he was one of us.
Yep.
So it made him feel real.
And now and then he just turned into a
And
corporate
now
kiss
it just
ass.
was a corporate kiss ass.
Yep.
Especially after Triple H got hurt. Because the two-man power trip at first worked.
Yeah.
Because it was a weird dynamic because it was a guy he kind of didn't like still. But he was like, he was trying to be champion and hold on to it because my knees are bad and all. The start of the story was good.
Yeah.
But then, especially when the invasion shit came around, it was dog shit. Everyone was like, dude, this guy's boring now. And Stone Cold was never boring.
Right.
Though he had his funny moments like singing Jimmy Crack Corner. I don't care. That shit was funny.
Yeah.
And then as quickly as it started, we need the old Stone Cold back because TV ratings started to suffer because new Stone Cold sucked.
And everyone saw the pop when he came out. and-
Yes.
Dude, honestly, I fail to find a better clip from that era than Stone Cold coming out.
Got the truck. He gets out the truck, starts whipping everybody's ass because he whipped everybody's ass at a bar.
Yep.
And now he's just old Stone Cold again. Boy, this is just like that. This is, man, Jack
Well,
Perry,
no.
this is
Hold
not
on.
working.
Not as
Hold
good.
on. No, Jesse, you're right. This is just like that, minus the talent, the ability to wrestle, the charisma, the size, the ability to be the ability to be anything more than a fucking human skid mark.
So good.
There you go.
But there's a dinosaur.
I don't think you left anything out. That was perfect.
What I love the most about this.
I don't normally do this to
as I was
talent. In
thinking
fact, I
about
never do
Zach.
this to talent, but I'll do it to this motherfucker. This is a useless fucking skid mark who I actually don't give a fuck the work you think you've put into the wrestling business.
man.
You are an
I
unbelievable
love this.
piece of fucking human
I love
skid
this.
mark.
So in other words, the best of him rolled down his crack of his mama's ass, and there was a brown stain on the
I
on the
love
bed.
this so much. You know what happened? You know what happened at All Out?
A whole
the
bunch
four-
of shit.
If these are the 4 pillars, it's crash and burn, baby.
He's one of the pillars. They say they did say that. Yes.
The only thing really still holding this company up at this point.
You
is
know what
hopes
that
and
promo
dreams.
really was? You know what that promo really was? When Hangman burned down the house, he burned down the 4 pillars.
Yeah, he burned down the old 4 pillars.
Yeah.
He put his horses
Jack,
underneath.
let me be very clear to everyone out there so I can be clear. I am never disrespectful to talent. But the problem that I have with this guy is that this is a guy that all you guys ripped on Roman for apparently just being big and strong and he doesn't have any ability to do this and that. Proved your ass is wrong real quick.
Yes, he did.
This guy, there is not a memorable moment he's ever spoken. There is not a memorable match. There's not a memorable move. There's not a memorable fucking fucking program. This is the most useless motherfucker on the goddamn roster. And I mean that to my umpteenth degree. Bring in the midgets.
Wait a minute.
Amanda Bynes' greatest line. Bring in the dancing lobsters because this will be a more entertaining moment than Jack fucking Perry.
Yes.
I love it. I love
The
it.
most uninteresting heel run ever, and think about the fucking in lengths in wrestling that takes in.
You know what's funny? You want to know where his face turn happened? On Being the Elite.
Yep.
He wrote a letter to Matt Jackson.
And they
put a-
mentioned it on the fucking show like everyone was supposed to remember that the fucking Elite are back in charge of that fucking show.
the best part about
Because
this,
we're supposed to all know that.
the best part about this, I have a feeling this was their idea.
You
Because
fucking think?
Even they know this dude's run sucked. As a heel. He was terrible. As
He-
a heel.
And they might have said,
Terrible
"This
was
is probably a good,
terrible.
bad idea."
Jesse, terrible is the Ronda Rousey wrestling ability. Terrible is the Vikings' record in Super Bowls. Terrible is Michael Jordan's record without All-Stars and the best number 2 in the history of the league. Terrible is anything involving the Yankees after 1998. Terrible
Different
is
story.
Yeah, terrible is
Our
Still
government right
Well,
now.
yeah. Terrible is anything JD Vance has ever tried to say. Terrible terrible is cancer research being cut. Oh wait, that actually happened. Terrible is cutting one of your most highly rated shows and advertisers asking why. Oh, we're mad because of a mango. Terrible is a house burning down. This is fucking absolute fucking human carnage.
Best kind, though.
I guess so.
Because everyone survived it. So, like, I get to watch more of it. This is going to be the best, worst thing on Dynamite. I cannot fucking wait.
I'm not
'Cause
sure.
He cannot cut a promo for shit.
No!
I know
And
Zach.
the Bucks are fucking wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I know Zach is here, but
This
he
is
almost
gonna
didn't survive
be-
it.
This is going to be, guys, Cody Rhodes should be proud.
Is this how you're gonna get me to watch this shit?
This is going to be great.
I wouldn't wish this upon my worst enemy.
I'm
Thank God I'm not watching
I'm
it.
one of your closer friends, and I cannot wait to watch this. Because this is going to be fucking horrendous.
I actually think because of how much effort and time and production and money they put into that heel run, I think this has the potential, get the Emmy ready, to be the single worst fucking Razzie on television, because there is nothing they've ever done more pathetic than admitting that Jack fucking Perry was incapable of being a chicken shit heel.
Yeah.
Stone Cold got a year out of it. Jack Perry got 6 months.
Dude, I watched this and I was just like, this is the greatest thing AEW has ever done. Like this is gonna be fucking terrible.
A song from before any fan of AEW was born.
You know what I can't wait for?
A dinosaur.
If he comes out in the old trunks.
Oh,
They're going to put him back in the loincloth.
Mm,
Because that's what he's good at. Being a little boy protected by a dinosaur.
You know what it reminds me of? Is
they probably will do that.
is when fucking is when in the Joker movie they get mad at Arthur because they're like, stop talking and go be a fucking clown. That's what you're good at. It's so funny that the Bucks are basically going, stop being a heel and go be a fucking loser. Is what you're good at.
You're not world championship material. You're not even TNT title material. Go back and maybe get the tag team title.
I want to remind everyone before we get to the last match because we've dwelled on this for a minute. But
I
just
don't
wanna
give
remind
a.
everyone.
I'm enjoying this
So
segment.
there was a 4-pillar shirt. It was MJF. It was Jack Perry.
Sammy
it was
Guevara.
Sammy Guevara, and it was Darby Allin.
Yep. How's that working out for y'all?
Only MJF has been world champion. Sammy Guevara barely exists anymore. Jack Perry had a heel run that was so bad that he's back to his old gimmick, and Darby Allin's around. So, like,
Yeah, that's about it.
I fucking love this.
You love it because Matt and Nick actually had to admit, basically publicly, fuck, we couldn't get him over. We couldn't do it.
They're not that good. That's why.
And now, something I was still joyful about, the last match.
Yes, we had the championship, AEW World Heavyweight Championship match, and Hangman Adam Page defeated Kyle Fletcher.
Kyle Fletcher is a great wrestler. Kyle Fletcher is a great performer. He's got a great look.
What's our... Hold on. Before we move on, what's our thing for copyright? It's like, what, 10 seconds? Okay. Kyle Fletcher is dead on arrival. But no one cares so deep because no one gives a shit.
Yep.
He lost another big match.
Fuck Kyle Fletcher. Sign Tony Khan. Fuck Kyle Fletcher.
Yeah.
Sign Tony Khan.
I've never heard
Love
so,
Tony Khan. Sincerely, Tony Khan.
I've never heard so many old school bookers go, you know, I like the kid, but if you're trying to build him into a star, this is a piss poor way of doing it.
P.S. Fuck you. Anyway,
And he still has his championship.
Here's the problem.
the TNT title.
Don't mean shit.
No. We are officially at that point.
This is the World Heavyweight Championship.
No.
Kyle Fletcher
Kyle's
still
still the
has
TNT champion.
He's still the TNT champion.
I know you forgot that because you forgot the TNT title existed, but
Yeah, it's there.
congratulations, TNT title. You belong in the same place where Triple H forgot to have Nikki put the 24/7 title
In the fucking garbage.
because no one gives a shit.
That's what made it funnier. She missed the garbage.
Oh, no.
Even the garbage didn't want that title.
I'm pretty sure that was live, but even if it had been a pre-tape, you know somebody was like, nah, we're going to leave that in.
No, it was live. because it was live because then like somebody asked like, was anybody pissed at Nikki? and the thought was no, everyone laughed backstage like, who gives a fuck about that thing?
Yep.
Here's the thing.
Even Mick Foley couldn't get that over.
That shit was funny that she missed the title. It's like even the garbage doesn't want this title.
Yep.
So even if Hangman's
I think
hurt,
it's
right?
the only belt that's not late on Vacant's legendary resume.
Even Vacant doesn't want the title.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
So even if Hangman is hurt, it looks like he actually got injured in this match.
Yeah.
And I hope he recovers.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any fucking challenges.
Well, that's the best part, Jesse. You love to be a heel that's hurt because you can just keep coming to the show.
But he's a babyface.
Oh, well, no. Well, sorry. You love to be a champion that's hurt because
Right.
you get to come to work and be like, oh, wait, I still don't have to actually wrestle for a while because I nobody built to do this.
He has no challenges.
No.
And so, like,
Nope.
This is actually a sad moment where he can pull a Brock and we would all be like, now we get it.
you know what? I hope he does. I would support him having the balls to go, I'm going home. I won't be at the next two AEW pay-per-views because there's no one to challenge me. I'm like, now you're a main eventer, Hangman. There you go.
And now you understand.
Call your shot. there's no one to fuck with me. I'm going home.
Yeah.
Suck my dick.
Yep.
And then ride off in a horse. Whatever you got to do.
But now, look.
Yeah, he probably will.
So, first of all, great match. Because Kyle Fletcher is a great wrestler. I just said it.
Yeah.
Kyle Fletcher probably should lose the TNT title. We should flush this title down the toilet because you've already done it.
He probably won't.
You also need to get Kyle Fletcher a vacation.
He has to
leave
He
for
has
6
to
months.
go away for a short while, but when he comes back, he has to start winning.
Yes.
Period.
Gotta relaunch him.
Problem is, they can't send him home because Wardlow got hurt again. So, the Ton Callis family.
I swear to God, knock on wood, I will knock on anyone. I'll talk to any gypsy I need to. If Jesse has to come on this show after Konosuke Takeshita got hurt, Jesse may just fucking give up on fucking anything involving
Then I think I would stop watching.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
But
that
no-
was all out.
But no, Jesse, before we get to WrestlePalooza, we need to just get our audience to understand here.
Mm-hmm.
This kid has been done no favors.
No, he is not.
But the problem that I have and the reason why I feel so bad, from his work to everything I've watched, as shitty of a shit plate he's been given, he's trying.
I keep saying.
He's put in the work.
My issue with Kyle Fletcher is not Kyle Fletcher.
No.
It's everything done to him as a character and everything around him, because there is nothing that says mid-card champion like never winning a big match. Period.
Now, if he had come out of beating Will 2 out of 3, or even one of them, and then he lost to Hangman, it's like, okay, he's not ready, but he's got that win under.
Right.
He has no win under his belt.
He has nothing that makes you go.
It doesn't,
like,
Jesse. You know what he is? It's the old days of the BCS. He's Hawaii.
yeah.
He's Hawaii. For those of you that don't know, Hawaii were beating people by 40. But then when they finally got to Oklahoma, was it Oklahoma?
I think so.
Yeah. Jesse, all of a sudden you were like, oh yeah, Mountain West,
Right.
old Big 12.
Right.
It was the equivalent of, because I just watched the movie, by the way, one of the most racist movies based on 2025 standards, Major League. Terrible. Bob Uecker would get canceled in a heartbeat. Holy crap. Funny for the time, but my God, Bob Uecker, wow. Anyway, no, dude.
I love that movie.
So does everyone that knows it, but I'm like, God damn, Bob Uecker was racist. There's so many
that was
fucking
the lines he
there's
gave.
so many. Well, no, I mean, no, but at the time they all made sense. But anyway,
Well, yes.
but no, Jesse, it's the equivalent of Lou going to Rick Vaughn. We wear caps and sleeves at this level, son. That's Kyle Fletcher.
Yeah.
We actually win at this level, boy.
Yeah. He's being done no favors.
Overall, the wrestling, 4 out of 5. What they made me want to see after, fucking 2.
I give the show 3.5 out of 5. Because I thought.
Sadly, that 0.5 is you wanting to watch shit television afterwards.
Well, you got to watch something else afterwards, anyways.
Dude, I'm so excited for this feud.
Dynamite. Seriously, I haven't been this excited to watch a Dynamite for bullshit reasons since Jade Cargill's promo that they never seem to follow up on and make into something.
I'm fucking thrilled for it because
This
feud is going to
I've
be
never
bad.
been more excited to watch Dynamite. And you want to know what's probably going to end up happening? None of these stories will even be mentioned on this fucking Dynamite.
Probably not.
I have never been more excited for a Dynamite in my life because I'm like, there's a possibility I'm going to get Mercedes and Jungle Boy, and I'm going to be like, oh no. Oh no. I'm supposed to care about the guy who, even when he didn't have a beard, couldn't cut a promo.
I cannot wait for the promo off between the Bucks and Jack Perry. Yes.
It's going to be
It's going to be so bad.
You know who we're going to prefer? The Lizard.
Oh, yeah. Just roar. Like, I would prefer he roars the whole time.
Dude, at this point, I need him to start up his old shit of like, I was born 400 million years ago. I need him to kayfabe the fuck out of this because it's the only thing that's gonna make it interesting.
WrestlePalooza.
This is gonna be
All
so
right,
bad.
right after AEW, pretty much, we had WrestlePalooza. All right, first match of the night.
Jesse, you want to take this to the cleaners? Go for it.
Brock Lesnar.
Or sorry, you want to take it to the woodshed?
Well, that's what Brock
Oh, no, the
Lesnar.
cleaners is the right place.
Okay.
Brock Lesnar did that to John Cena.
Because I was pretty fucking sure I watched this match 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm
That's about
pretty.
right.
Like I told people, I get it.
Yep.
He's already advertised for Perth.
Right.
They're gonna probably run this back.
Yep.
Using Brock as the guy to promote it through to Perth.
Yeah.
But I've seen this before.
Right.
I thought we were just ending this story between these two.
Right.
Number one.
It's been two.
When the best part,
It's
and
been 2,122 days since Ohio State
personally
beat Michigan.
I personally
something
tweeted
like
to
that.
Triple H. I'm like, hey, Hunter, I hate to tell you, but when the best part of a match is the fact that Brock got like a new layout to his, entrance, and then Paul Heyman introduces him, it's a bad fucking sign.
Yeah. Well, no. Speaking of signs, when people are talking about the Michigan sign that was on the camera,
Not
more
gonna lie.
than the match.
There was also a sign that was accidentally put up a couple times. They caught it a couple times that was like, he's not supposed to be here, and we know why.
Even though, again, folks, once again, I know morality is hard to look away from. He technically did nothing wrong.
But I want to. Well, he pissed on somebody. But here's the thing.
That's technically not illegal.
I mean, we'll see. Pushing all that to the side.
Yeah.
This is not an indictment on the final run of John Cena.
No, it's not.
He's going to do the big match, I think, at the end of December.
Yeah,
I think now they're promoting him for
Washington,
D.C.
because apparently they put it up for bid, and the city of Boston didn't want to pay for it.
Fucking TKO, man.
Bro, I thought TKO was put together by a bunch of dudes who already had a bunch of money. What is UFC doing so bad they need this much money?
The constant
Maybe.
interference. I'm like, bro, this is fucking insane. Go away, guys.
Yeah, just fucking
Stop interfering.
You've already made your money back on the fucking purchase. Why the fuck do you still care?
We haven't quite made the money, and Vince, I can't believe he's on the show. Vince was very family-friendly prices. If you want to make yourself hateable, Mark Shapiro, you just did it.
Disney looks at a moneymaker and says, Jesse, they're going to make us $40 million plus every year.
I'm gonna make
They won't
$250 million in a weekend. Why the fuck would I tell them to do anything?
Why the fuck would I get in? Jesse, this is why Leroy's God won't ever put us in charge. We'd be the laziest owners in the world of a successful business because we'd be like, no. There's innovation, there's change, there's keeping up with the market, but that all just happens.
You only get involved if something doesn't do well.
Right.
Yep.
So, to Brock Lesnar versus John Cena. There was a time in my life between I think he returned in 2012. So between 2013 and 2016, where Brock as a part-time champion pissed me off.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember he once did a fucking, and I gave Elias all the credit in the world for calling him out on fucking Raw. He called out the locker room talking about most of them don't deserve to be there. And Elias was like, well, that's funny because you're not fucking here anyway. Which was truth. So, don't call out a locker room when you're never fucking in it. So, that's why Brock has never been considered a locker room leader. And as Brock got older and they originally brought Brock back, I'm like, you know what? He's an attraction. He's still a good wrestler. He's going to make big money matches. You're going to make money. I'm not hating on it as a businessman. I get it.
Yeah.
And so when he initially F5 John Cena at SummerSlam, I went, okay, you know what? At first I thought this was always going to happen at Perth. I was like, they'll probably finish this
Sure, yeah.
this story at Perth.
But then they announced WrestlePalooza.
Right, and so I was like, okay, you know what? This is a good place for them to do one more match. John Cena beats the big guy one more time, and we're kind of done with it. No. We were replaying a story we just did
10 years
like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Get this dog. I cannot wait to be finished with Perth.
Yeah.
Because I don't believe we'll see Brock anymore after that.
Probably not.
And this story is a waste of John Cena's time.
I agree.
I don't care if he did agree to it. John Cena seems very humble through all of this.
Yeah.
But I wish somebody would have told John and told Triple H, not because of who Brock Lesnar is. You do one match and you move the fuck on.
And John wins and slays the beast.
Right,
and
we're done with this.
Yeah, we're done with this. Next match, Leroy. We got to get through this because our final topic is I get to gloat a little bit.
Oh, jeez. Okay. The next up is a tag team match with the Vision defeating the reunited Usos.
And Jey Uso's still bleeding.
He must.
Man,
Well, he's in concussion.
Concussion
protocol.
rough.
So
Yep.
I really do hope that he is okay.
Yep.
Now, number one, very entertaining.
With LA Knight as a special guest referee also.
I was just about to talk about him. Thank you for doing that. This dude deserves a world title.
Oh, God.
He is genuinely sometimes the most entertaining fucking guy they have.
Oh, without a
He's
fucking
so
shadow of a doubt.
good.
Oh, God.
Um,
This was probably the most perfect, because of all 5 players involved,
Right.
probably the most perfect palate cleanser after what had just happened.
right.
Yeah.
I loved a lot of this. I do like this for the Vision though, because
Yeah.
if you're gonna have them as a tag team in a serious one,
Yeah, have them beat the Usos.
now clearly I think this is leading to Bloodline versus the Vision.
Yeah.
I don't know who the next member of the Vision will be to join
Right.
because they would.
You
need
think
a-
they're going to add another person?
Yeah, they would
yeah.
have to.
Yeah.
Because of course when Roman comes back, he's coming back for the Vision. Like it's
Right.
clear.
Well,
Yeah.
So.
When he's done filming the movie.
Well, the movie's done.
The movie's it's just about done.
Yeah.
So
He needs to
It's
make
just Cody finishes parts.
Somebody needs to be fucking ripped of any ability to speak on the internet when they were like, Seth's basically a part-timer and Roman's off doing movies. See, John Moxley's clearly the best member of the Shield coming out of this. And I'm like, why are motherfuckers allowed to speak? Why are people allowed to just fucking say things
No, I will say.
without repercussions?
Well, as long as you don't say something about the wrong person.
I will say this.
We're not touching that one, but yes.
I will say
I'm not
this
lying.
though. Here's what I don't understand, right? So we bring the Usos back together. Okay.
Yeah.
There's clearly tensions between them still.
Yep.
You're gonna have to. Are we really gonna do Jimmy versus Jay again? It did not go well the first time.
It did not.
Hopefully they
Probably
can do it again.
Worst
and it
match
may
on
be
that
better.
Mania card.
Probably the
I
worst
mean,
match on that card.
it
Without
is.
a doubt, the worst match
Like,
on
we
that
were-
card.
that was
Me
the
and
worst
him,
one of the night.
we
yeah.
watched that at Zach's house, and I've never been. We were bored.
Yeah,
It
so
was
was I.
bad.
Oh yeah, that was bad.
It was really bad.
But
we started planning what we were going to say
They-
about it during the show.
yeah, I'm like, this is fucking not good.
They could revisit it, and it could be. A
They need to
better
wait
match
7 years.
At that point, Jimmy might be retired.
Yeah,
Fuck it. I love her. But yeah, overall good stuff.
Yeah.
Clearly this is leading to War Games.
It's 8 months and ticking, then she'll be
The
back.
fucking Raw tag division kind of need. I think it really does need division to be good,
Yeah.
and to
Yeah.
probably take the titles off of Judgment Day because it lacks.
Yeah.
It definitely lacks.
Yep.
So, next match.
Next match, this was a great match. I was so happy. It was for the match, singles match for the vacant Women's World Championship. And Stephanie Vicure and Io Sky.
Io
Wow.
Sky.
I loved it.
How do
Cannot-
you push someone seamlessly to the moon, Zach, without people being pissed off about it?
Follow the Stephanie Vacure way.
Watch the Stephanie Vacure way of doing it.
And by the way, may I also once again say, internet, all I do is react to every single fucking one of you because we said it years ago. Io Sky is the best motherfucking performer you motherfuckers got in this world right now.
you guys invited me on in
I love
2020.
21?
Yeah, I think I became an official member 2021.
Yeah, somewhere in there, yeah.
And
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure from that moment on, I said she's probably the best wrestler on the fucking planet.
And you haven't been wrong.
I'm pretty sure everyone is finally catching up. I'm
Right.
sorry it took everyone else 4 years just because she was a heel, but she's the best fucking performer on the planet.
Jesse,
I fell in
Jesse,
love with an NXT.
Jesse, she proved to you, not you, but the audience.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
This is how you get over it in a loss.
Oh, yes.
And you built a new star. What's going to be really huge is, of course, they're probably going to do Stephanie and Rhea in Perth.
Yeah.
And I know some people think Rhea will win, but I'm like, no, I think even Rhea sees the vision. She loses this match.
Yep.
You've created another person to feud with in the main event scene.
I did.
Absolutely.
I did love Stephanie's.
Fucking Stephanie almost making me cry. Fucking handed
her-
the title to
her
her
dad.
father.
I
Because I'm like, that's right. This young girl's still like 26,
I
living her dream. Like,
absolutely love that too when she got to celebrate. With
Oh, and
her
by the
dad.
way, because you fucked up, one thing already, Tony. Apparently, it wasn't really that hard to give someone the ability to just go out and live their dream, was it? She didn't want to do this with you, Tony. How's that feel?
probably not good.
How's that feel, buddy?
Probably not good.
Because, by the way, Tony, we know you watched.
Also,
You had
of course,
time. Your show was over.
You know, there was a double count out on SmackDown for, Tiffany versus Jade. By the way,
Yes,
which was
yes,
a
yes.
fucking banger match.
Yeah.
And people keep telling me Jade can't wrestle. I've only been watching since I was fucking 8 years old. Been to many shows. Got to work shows.
Met people who train in the business.
Correct.
Yep, we do that. Yeah.
And no one in the business has said nothing but Jade's one of the fucking best pro wrestlers on the planet. If you rank 100, she's got to be top 25, and I'm like, it's hard not to fucking argue that.
Ronda couldn't wrestle.
And getting a triple threat match, which will probably lead to an actual match, probably at Perth.
Yeah.
So apparently, this match was actually the triple threat that's happening on SmackDown was actually supposed to happen here.
Yeah.
But Tiffany is healing because she got hurt during it, which was clear when she hit the back of her fucking head.
Yeah.
I give her credit for finishing the match.
Oh, yeah,
I
absolutely.
said I believe it's going to be this next coming Friday where they're having the match.
Yeah, they're having
Yeah.
a triple threat.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be Stephanie probably versus Rhea, and then I have a feeling Stephanie's gonna win that match, which is gonna be great for the division
Absolutely.
because Rhea loses.
Now,
fucking
before we move on to
nothing.
the next match, I don't think it happened here. I can't remember what part of the show it was, but we'll just get it out of the way.
No, that's what happened next.
From one Stephanie to another.
So Stephanie McMahon is going to the Hall of Fame.
And I love
Also,
it.
apparently, Triple H, Undertaker, and Shawn are just going to do this weird circle thing of
Really quick.
announcing
Yeah,
the.
let's talk about this really quick. Nigga, you retired. Why do you keep randomly showing up, looking like the creepy uncle? Who is Mark Calloway?
You know,
Can somebody tell me who he is?
and I'm watching this, and
At least it kind of makes sense why Daniel Bryan's around.
I was surprised that they're announcing people for the Hall of Fame for next year already. Usually they wait.
Well,
a
I
little while.
guarantee you the idea was to get it out. Stephanie, I guarantee you, when they decided it, I guarantee you the room was like, she's not going to want to take away from that whole
Right.
thing. So probably do it now, and then when you announce everyone else, she's there, but she's not the story.
I also
Yeah,
think she'll
yeah.
be a co-headliner.
Yeah, obviously.
And then Clara's sitting next to me.
I don't think she'll be the only female inductee either.
But I don't think she'll be she'll be one of the headliners in a way.
she
Yeah,
will.
But I
yeah.
think she'll be the main one.
But,
No.
But Clara's looking at me. She goes, "Dad, are you gonna cry?"
By the
I
way-
said, I got a little emotional, and it felt good that she deserves it.
Well,
because
but
she did
has
such a
anyone
good
asked
job.
Batista what his schedule looks like in April?
And
Yeah,
I
right.
don't know.
I will say this. Once again, this is the equivalent of the WWE fan base needs to start accepting. Michelle McCool is in. Tori Wilson's in. Not because they were the world's greatest all-time
I mean,
talent.
Tori Wilson deserved it.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
Tori's
but,
in.
right. But what I'm saying is that, Jesse, it's the WWE Hall of Fame. And by the way, remember, I made this argument for Michelle. You can't tell the story of the women's division without Michelle McCool.
Which is
You
true.
can't tell the story of WWE without fucking Stephanie McMahon.
Even though
Well,
2002
her
was
name,
terrible.
her name alone, the McMahon.
Well, you got to put a McMahon in the Hall of Fame, so
Yeah, at least Shane. Well, maybe Shane.
good luck with
eventually.
that.
Vince will be dead when they do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably because
Yeah,
then they wouldn't have
long
to see
since
him.
dead.
But yeah, and Claire, I love Claire when she picks on me. Daddy getting emotional.
He was a pioneer in pro wrestling, is what they will say with
There
Vince
we go.
McMahon.
But I still
Yep.
love it. It's like we've known each other for a long, long, long time. Yeah, let's leave it at that. I was like, yeah, you've been around for a while. So
Yeah, she made a weird face when he said that shit.
Yeah.
Shut up now.
Yeah. I will say this. It was really cool to see her and Hunter backstage because if we just become not joking about it, she does deserve it. It's not a question. I'm actually surprised.
I
that-
really love that most people, even people who don't like WWE, are like, no, she actually does deserve it.
Oh, yeah,
And-
100%.
And she was on the pre-show too.
Yeah, but
You know,
yeah,
which is
all right,
great.
all right. So
And
move on to the next match.
After all that greatness,
but yeah, but yeah, no. The Mark Calloway transition from the Undertaker gimmick is a very strange one.
Who the fuck is this guy? Just shows up to everything now.
He's
I
got
know, I love him.
and
anyways.
NXT's not even in Texas.
Like the drunk uncle.
Yeah, basically.
We'd still love our drunk uncle.
you have beer,
I'm there.
Undertaker will ride. All
Apparently.
right, next match.
I would hope
Next.
not, but still. We here at
Next.
13 Cars do not condone drunk driving.
No, if I'm drinking,
No.
somebody else is gonna drink.
There you go.
All right.
I'm not responsible for someone else's action.
I'll just drink at home. It's easier that way.
I love how we do the nice thing and then you do the legal thing.
Because I'm a dickhead.
Yep.
Next match.
Next up was a lovely the mixed tag match there with CM Punk, AJ Lee making her return
This
after
could
so many years.
this
against
could have
Seth
been
and
the
Becky.
main event for how they built it.
Yes.
This could have been the main
With
event.
CM Punk and AJ Lee. This is 4-0. They've won four. If I'm right, they've
3-0.
3-0.
2-0.
2-0. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I was off. Becky and Seth were 3-0.
Let's
okay,
be
so 2-0.
clear, and we'll get to the main event. It should have been the fucking main event.
It could have been.
but
Yep.
Oh wow.
We'll get to it. Yeah, no, I mean that shit.
I agree.
Here's why I love this. Number one.
Everyone played their part perfectly.
One,
Yes.
that's one. Two, I can't believe I'm going to say this. It's kind of cool to see Punk happy.
Yeah. It's weird.
Oh my god.
It's like I don't. It's really cool to see him happy.
Well, Jesse,
And
because
here was
guess-
the coolest shit ever. Like, here's the coolest shit ever, and you can tell they've been through some shit together as a couple.
Yeah.
including when she was, talking about how she had to go to therapy and shit.
Yeah.
Maybe he even went with her because
Well, I hope
there's
so.
clearly a deep connection. Because
Yeah.
like, he's always just willing to let her go.
Yep.
Like you go do you, baby. You shine.
Well, Jesse, I think the other thing we have to understand is that
The jacket said AJ Lisa. And apparently she didn't see it.
She didn't
Because
notice.
when
She had
they
no
got in the
fucking
ring, She
clue.
was like, what? I'm your husband.
but you want to know something? I think what we don't, or what especially the sickos don't want to admit, Jesse, that press conference, it humanized him in a way that more people can relate to than even the "I followed my dream" style thing. Jesse, one thing that united the world around Stone Cold was the frustration of not being able to do what he was able to do.
Right.
And Punk became more human when you realized, oh, yeah, he finally got the chance to say what he wanted to say,
Right.
got to do it, and the whole world was like, yeah, I feel the same way about where I'm at.
Right.
Especially people at Target. Anyway. But I mean, Jesse, I think when you finally look at someone in a more human aspect, you actually want to see them succeed.
And like, because here's the thing, Becky, this works better with them as heels. Because God, that baby face thing with Becky and Seth was
Yeah,
fucking
that was
awful.
horseshit.
We don't
Oh,
talk about
This-
that.
This
Fucking awful.
this was really good.
Well, they're better when they're being snot-nosed, hot for each other teens.
Right.
That's what they're better at.
I did enjoy,
A genuine couple, it's just awkward on TV.
So I will say this though,
I liked their entrance too.
because I loved there's just so much I loved in this match. I think the thing I loved the most.
What did Allison call them? Go ahead.
The thing I loved the most was there was this clear concerted effort to make sure AJ shined.
Yep.
And she did.
Like
Oh
it
my God.
wasn't about the other three; it was about her.
And Seth and Becky. Becky was probably not jealous of Seth's outfit because they kind of wore the same thing coming up.
And let me be clear. So after the match,
Sorry,
and I
sorry.
happens
Allison, sorry.
sometimes.
Allison's tweet or text message to me during the match. Becky and Seth look like the Shadow Wizard Money Gang.
they did.
Yes.
Here was a cool thing. So like, and this was of course on the post show. Watching her get emotional, getting to go hug Big E again, like that was really cool. So he had talked about like we talk on the phone every night. He didn't get the chance to like go to the wedding. He didn't get the chance to like be around her when she was doing WoW and all that shit.
It came full circle. Yeah.
And it was I'm like. And like what she talked about on ESPN, I thought was really cool. Where she was just like,
She was also honest that she doesn't follow sports. I'm like,
All right.
she has balls because she said that shit to ESPN.
they don't follow sports either.
That's fair. That's fair. That's very fair.
But yeah,
Well, they kind of reported, I guess.
yes, we're not going to get to about ESPN. Here's the thing. So like, the big thing that I love that she talked about on ESPN was like, I was nervous about the locker room because I also like, my husband was telling me like, you inspired a lot of these women. Like, I don't think you realize how much love you're going to get when you walk back into this locker room.
I think the problem with Vince trying so hard, because I remember female booking shortly after AJ left, he tried so hard to get back I call it the pre-Fit Finley days.
Oh,
Of-
yeah.
Of the women's division, that I think she felt like it had all been scrubbed away. All the hard work that she did all the time. And by the way, I hate that we only mention AJ Lee. Caitlyn deserves a lot of credit as well.
Oh, yeah.
God rest her soul. She
Yes.
deserves a lot of credit as well for attempting to do what she did. But like, the thing about it is that, again, I've never been through therapy. I'm not going to claim that I have. But like, when you do it, because I had to study it a lot when I was in school. When you do it, you're supposed to do a lot of self-reflection.
Right.
And I think that her self-reflection was countered by so much of Vince's booking that was live on TV
Yeah.
that if you're looking for your phone, I think you threw it right on top of the paper there on the couch.
Okay, you're good.
Yeah. But anyway, so
It's over there.
but no, I think that AJ thought and was never able to shake the voice because Phil didn't go back. I
Yeah.
think that she thought. I don't think she worried if the fans were going to remember her because that was obviously put to rest when she came out in Chicago.
Yeah.
I think she was worried that the locker room was going to be like, here's another old timer coming back. And then like Jesse said, I guarantee you Phil told her on multiple occasions, probably late at night when they were going to bed, half this fucking locker room is here because of you.
Right.
Yeah.
Becky included.
Right.
Because Becky looked at you and said, you doesn't have the tits necessarily that Vince pushed. Again, folks, I'm not being sexist. This is the Vince
That's how
version of
Vince
things.
looked.
Yeah.
We understand.
Didn't have the
That's-
tits, had a six-pack, and tried to focus on wrestling in Chuck Taylors instead of 6-inch stilettos.
Right.
Like, I'm not being mean to the women that Vince put out there, but this is just facts. It was tits, it was ass, and it was 6-inch wrestling boots that no woman should have to wrestle in.
Right.
Although, Scarlett, you do a great job in it.
Now I want to be. Here's the best part about the AJ thing before we go to the main event.
Yeah. Because we
And
got two things to finish up the show.
Clara absolutely loved her wrestling boots.
The old Chuck Taylors are back. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And I told her, I said,
I also love how she's been fucking teasing this since the first Women's Royal Rumble that Phil was back for, because she took that picture of herself on her couch
yeah.
saying "Hello, old friends," and it's just her wearing the Chuck Taylors, the knee-high Chuck Taylors.
by the
oh,
way,
yeah, no, she loves them.
Fuck, this is the one in Saudi though.
What one?
That's all right. Hopefully, we'll still see AJ though. The Royal Rumble will be in Saudi this next year.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Although to be fair, she has not talked about coming back for a run. She just talked about coming back for this, so
Right,
we don't
right.
know what's going to happen with AJ.
Well, she signed some.
I'm
I
about to say
mean,
she signed for 2 years.
I could see
It,
her.
it could be a Legends deal though.
I doubt it.
I could see her.
I don't think. Now, not that Triple H forced her to come back full time.
No, God, no.
Though that was a really beautiful moment of Triple H going. It was basically like, this company owes you.
Well, remember, Jesse, we talked about after her debut and WWE put that video out, I said, Hunter admitted, I don't personally feel like
Right.
I need to do it, but as a conglomerate and the one that I represent, we have to
Like,
apologize.
we got to fucking, he shit on your wedding day. Like, just, not literally in this case, but he.
It's Vince. He might have shut
God,
up.
I didn't want to make the joke or say it, but like he did. He kind of shit on their wedding day because he fired him on his wedding.
At least it wasn't on their head.
Or their chest. I think. And before we get to the main event, we're
Big
gonna
and
move on
steaming.
from that. We're gonna move on from it.
Leroy, don't.
We're
Heel.
gonna move on.
Heel. Spray bottle. Heel.
Um,
Holy
Well,
water. Holy water. Fucking shut up.
I'll give you. You can't. You have no fucking holy
she
water.
talked about.
Damn right.
I have the holy water, not
She
you.
talked about her loss of love for wrestling after
Right.
she retired.
Yeah.
And she was like, I've been back for 2 weeks.
Mhm.
And she was like, I've never felt more welcome to be back, and it feels like home.
Well, because remember, Jesse,
I could see her.
but Jesse,
destroying-
remember, the
Becky,
biggest
too.
mistake Vince made with her was she was the transition where fans were like, wait a second. Why can't they just go out there and
Right.
wrestle? Wait a second. What if they did just have a match like the guys?
That was, and the reason they called it the women's evolution, because there was a lot of fans going, Vince, stop booking them like they're strippers and book them like professional, especially because on the indie scene that time you had Candice LeRae. Like, there's a lot of fucking.
Wait, you
great
mean like
female-
Mercedes is acting now in the ring?
Oh.
Not digress too much. And like it's the like I said, the most beautiful part of AJ's return here is just like she's happy. Now here's why I think they actually signed her back. I think they're gonna put her in the Hall this year.
Oh, straight up.
Yeah,
They could.
Straight up.
But I could see her beating Becky for her title too.
I think that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So
I could
yeah,
see-
she's
I could
going
see
to
both-
actually have a run. But like I tell people, will it be part time? I'm like in every sense of the word. Yeah, she doesn't need to wrestle on SmackDown. or
She's an
Raw.
attraction now.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I
But
think it'd be
All
fun
right,
to
main
have-
event because we got two things to get to because when both shows ended, two things were needing to be said.
I think if her and CM Punk won their titles from those two other people, it can be fun. All right.
Punk's not gonna win a belt the way you think he is. That's not why he came back. But
Oh,
go
I
ahead.
know.
Oh,
but I-
he's going to win that title. Though,
I would
but
like
yeah.
to see.
But it's
him-
gonna be a main event at WrestleMania if that's the
Oh,
case.
yeah. I would love to hear
Or
it
SummerSlam.
and have a good run with the belt. All right.
Which he kind of already did. But.
Main event of the night. Cody Rhodes defeated Drew McIntyre.
All I'll say is this, Jesse, not the best. Should it had to follow something that it was too much?
No, fuck it. Let's just say it.
It's all right.
If it was just going to be a really good match and a clean finish, Cody retains.
Yeah.
It should have went on second to last.
100%.
Yeah.
But I will say this. This is the type of shit as to why Drew's not unhappy that he came back.
Well, no.
Because he's getting to do what he wanted to
And
do.
by the way, in a sense, it feels like, through commentary, through mostly Wade, a new reason why he didn't win was set up for him. I do not. Number one, let's be clear, though.
Wade, by the way, back because WWE granted him time off, and he got the time off.
Right.
I've never seen someone be so honest more than Wade, who was just like, I normally don't say anything, but I've got to because the wrong people are getting the information now. Because Sean Ross Sapp was starting to report bullshit.
Yeah, I don't know who threw that out there.
And Stu was just like, all right, let me be clear. I asked for this months ago. This was always the plan.
because they were already near his home, so why not go home? for a
Exactly.
couple weeks?
And a little angle at the end of the match, Drew, with his ankle and everything hurt. Drew might be out for a couple weeks.
Probably.
I mean, you could probably not bring Drew back into the Rumble and start him fresh or something. That would be fine too.
Yeah.
I don't know
But-
about. I'm
but
not sure about that.
Here's what I
long,
wanted to
but-
get to here.
Yeah. No. To your
So
point.
we didn't further the fact that Cody's been doing heel shit because he just won clean here.
Yep.
Yeah.
We didn't. Clearly, The Rock wasn't there with his skinny ass. And then
Well, he's trying to get healthy.
I still don't know where you got those reports. I've read nothing on his heart.
they were out
His
there, and
daughter.
I've read nothing.
I don't know.
I've
if
searched for it.
I don't know if the doctor said it Ava really hasn't confirmed anything.
Right.
Well, she
Actually, she did say it.
Did
Look
she?
it up. She did say it.
Okay, yeah.
She did make a statement that he is dealing. He has some.
Because I read a report that he lost weight for a role. That's what I read.
Well, it couldn't have been the movie he might be nominated for because he was fucking jacked for that one.
He was
Well, that's
jacked
all
as a-
makeup.
No,
No,
his
nigga,
face.
that
No,
was
no, no,
him.
no, no, no.
His face was makeup.
He had
The scars on the body were makeup.
his hair and his face, but he was fucking huge.
He was fucking
no,
huge
he
for that
said
role.
There's something with his heart that has a problem.
Well, yeah,
that
because to be fair, he's almost fucking 50.
Yeah.
You don't get that big without a little bit of help. Is all I'm
a
saying.
little bit of help and his workout regimen with that.
And by the way, he never even
Wasn't
got
good
that
for him.
fucking big till he was like 40.
Yeah. So
But-
it is not good for his heart and everything for him to do that stuff like that. So
to Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre, if it was just going to be this style, should have went on second to last. Did not need the main event. Because, yes, I get on the post show, and I haven't watched it yet, but apparently Seth Rollins came out and interrupted Cody. I don't know what was said. Between the two, I have no fucking idea. I'll have to look it up.
Okay, so let me clear this up for you two as well, because Leroy, you've mentioned this a couple of times, and I just want to make sure we've got proper information here. So post the New York Post.
Okay.
okay.
Digestive issues is the problem, but a cardiovascular workup is where they found it.
Okay.
So cardiovascular revealed a possible plaque issue.
Okay.
But Dwayne has said it's the gut issues, digestive problems. So let's not start throwing the heart out there. That's a totally different.
Well, at first
You know
I
what?
heard the heart.
That's fair. You know why? Because he doesn't have one. So here's the thing.
Not when it comes to booking.
So here's the thing. It's all fucking ego with him. So here's the thing.
Like the Scarecrow.
Ethan Page is busy losing to Canada.
That's a character.
Jesse, he's kind of like the Scarecrow, but if I only had a heart.
If he only had a brain and a fucking heart. So here's the thing.
Wait. Hold on. Once again, we're trying to fucking get the show out of here, and Leroy's got to make me fucking question this. So let me get this straight. You call the Scarecrow, but with a heart. Yet there was a character literally in the fucking movie who wanted a heart.
the Tin Man.
What the fuck are you doing?
The Tin Man did one.
I swear
I
to
think you know that.
No.
But that was the whole point. You were just trying to compare the two.
As he said, if he actually had a heart, and I
Right.
said, yes, like the Scarecrow, if I only
But
had
the
a brain.
Scarecrow wanted a brain. The Tin Man wanted the heart. Why didn't you just say the Tin Man?
You see now you've ruined fucking Dorothy for him.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
So
I just
Somebody throws you a softball and you don't even swing and miss.
As
You
you-
straight
Yeah,
up
as-
just don't even swing.
As Jesse said, if he only had a heart, and I said, well,
That
if
was
I
the
only had
Tin
a-
Man, not the fucking Scarecrow.
we are not off to Oz. I know that much. We're not gonna find the wizard. There will be no monkeys. I don't know where we're going.
We're not reading off the AEW site. Of course, there's no monkeys.
because the monkeys are at the site.
Yeah.
And they
So-
might be coming out of our butts.
That's right.
I swear to Christ,
So-
you were given a layup and you took an Angel Reese brick.
To be fair to everyone who says she's been better, I guess she's been better. But now she's hurt.
And she said the one thing you never say: don't insult your teammates.
you know?
Did she say she wants to trade now too?
That hasn't been formally said, but I'm guessing it's going to come considering she threw her entire team under the fucking bus.
I just go Lynx. That's it.
They didn't just win today; they fucking annihilated the Mercury.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, I heard
It was like 82 to 69.
Yeah, it was they're the best team in the WNBA.
I-
They don't
And
get
that's
talked
without
about.
the woman they traded for
I
because she
know.
got hurt.
Right.
I guess we'll have another championship maybe this
Shut
year.
the
I don't know.
Well,
It's
with the
looking good.
I'm not gonna lie, with the Lynx it's probably
Have you
guaranteed.
learned nothing,
But with the Lynx it's probably guaranteed.
boys?
the
Don't do
Lynx
this
are
to
good.
me.
I
Whatever.
hope so. You
Jesse,
know, they-
Well, the fucking Liberty running their fucking mouths forgot to finish a game. Now back to this.
Well, actually, that's fucking straight
fucking
up.
pissed me off.
Got their ass kicked.
Stop fucking
So-
talking shit and finish
so-
the fucking fourth quarter.
All right, Richard. What is next for Cody, you believe, Jesse? That's the only thing you're coming to.
Well, Cody's already said he won't go heel.
He's full of shit.
Well, Cody likes to lie.
He's full of shit.
He's not lying. He's just stretching the truth.
Boy, ain't you a fucking good Christian for that fucking line.
Stretching the truth.
Holy shit,
He's
brother.
stretching the truth.
Wow.
Bless you, my child.
Wow.
Oh my goodness! But yeah, what's next for Cody? I mean, you know what? We got time. I mean, you can do the you could do the match with.
What's his next opponent?
Well, I was gonna say you could probably do the match with.
Who?
They were teasing one before he got kicked in the face. Not the Miz.
No.
Who the fuck was that on SmackDown? I can't even remember now.
I haven't
Oh,
watched.
Randy.
Yeah.
You do the match with Randy.
You could probably get that done on. Probably get that done from Perth.
You could probably, or you could do it at fucking Survivor Series.
That's true, yeah.
Give you time to build it.
Well, so all right. So now that we move on from the pay-per-view. After the pay-per-view was over, two things came to light. One is Jesse. Okay. No, hold on, Jesse. DC.
Braun Breaker hates fat people and accidentally called a fat chick a fat guy.
Well, that's the fun thing. No, Jesse. Jesse,
when I heard that,
you've
I was
tried
like,
to
Jesse
do it.
will be happy.
Jesse, you've tried to do it in the ring. You've tried to do it in the promo. You've tried to do it on national syndicated television. So, according to Hangman, they're just focused on what they're doing over there in AEW?
I fucking hope so.
They need
Defend that shit.
They need to stay in their own lane.
I don't need to defend it. Of course they're not. Of course, all fucking Ricochet does is talk about WWE. Like,
That's the world champion talking, though. So the world champion is just talking shit? Just talking fucking bullshit? He can't fucking just sit there and say, yeah, no, they did it, but hey, we put on a great show. No, he's got to sit there and fucking tell the biggest fucking lie in AEW, which is, yeah, we're focused on ourselves. You motherfuckers ain't been focused on yourselves in fucking 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
He fucking has to open his goddamn mouth and fucking sit there and say some shit that nobody fucking believes. Especially the fucking goddamn fans.
so let's talk about, if we're going to talk about the post-show. The scrum. Somebody fucking kill me. I'm still happy WWE stopped doing these. AEW needs to stop doing these too.
100%.
The little stuff they do at the press conference stuff afterwards is kind of fun on WWE.
No. The post show with Big E, Wade, all those guys, great. Love it.
Yes,
it's fantastic.
it's great.
They're all
that.
still in character. It's great.
Yeah.
But this fucking bullshit of like everyone just comes out and breaks character, it's never really been done that well.
No, neither one.
Oh, both sides suck at it.
Like I said, we got
Triple H was good for like 2 of them, and then it just fucking
we
went
got
downhill.
a couple of bright spots, especially with Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso were drunk.
Time was Tony Storm sort of making the gimmick larger than life at the scrum.
Talking about her tits, I was like, that's just fucking hilarious.
Brawl out.
That's fucking legend shit right there.
Legend
Shit.
But anyway, to your point, Jesse.
Like one of the few times I actually watched one of these things.
And I went to bed.
You went to bed, and I was like, popcorn. This is going to be better than the main event. Let me grab some popcorn.
Yes, it was.
He's fucking idiot. Oh, I loved it. I was like, I stayed for the right time. With these scrums, because what happens is Tony Khan. So this one started well. It never ends well, but
No.
it started well because he tried to refrain.
Yeah.
So of course they try to nudge him into the question about like, are you guys going to keep the afternoon shows? He was like, for the most part, yes. By the way, they should. You want to know why? Because if your show's going to be fucking 6 hours long,
It better end at 9.
start at fucking noon.
Yeah.
Like I can stomach watching AEW pay-per-view if I know it starts at noon. Like, okay, I get down.
I ain't
with
going
it
to do
at
anything the
6.
rest of the day anyway.
Right.
On my weekends, especially, if I ain't at work, I'm going to be on my couch anyway.
So but if it starts at 7, that means I got to stay up.
Yeah.
And if they have one then, and if WWE is doing it one a night, you have a good half a day of wrestling and crazy.
Anyway, Jesse, let's get to where the fucking shit went off the rails.
But then, we have to start going what they're the fucking best at. And this is great. So ratings are great.
Yep.
When?
Pay-per-view buys were great.
Leroy, I don't.
When?
Leroy, I'm trying really hard to not be the guy who talks about doing violence against others, because I try not to believe in it. But I'm ready to fucking strangle Dave Meltzer.
Yeah.
Well, he could die, and that's okay. He's old.
The reason I say that is because now Tony Khan is starting to say the shit that guy just reports.
Yeah.
Because of course he basically works for the company.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, we know that.
And so we got a lot of that, and I was just like, I'm gonna shit myself, because I had it on the side because of course it's on YouTube.
Yeah.
While I'm watching WrestlePalooza.
Yeah.
Boy, VPNs work great.
Yeah, I need to
Oh,
talk
that's
to you
our
about
final topic.
And
that. I might have to do that.
as I'm listening to
No, you
Tony
won't.
Khan,
Oh.
you know what I came up with, Zach?
What'd you come up with?
That Bully Ray was right. If he would let somebody else,
Yep.
even if he, as an owner, wanted to be involved, I get it. Let somebody else book the show.
Yep.
Yeah.
He'll start talking about the decisions being made.
Yep.
And I go, they're never going to get out this fucking hole.
Nope.
No.
Because he's saying the right things about, we want a broader audience. Like we want,
You ain't getting it lighting people on fire.
By the way, here's my problem with the scrums. No one's challenging him on this.
Nope. Every single reporter has I'm serious. Every single reporter has a history of positive AEW reporting. Every single one of them. And by the way, everyone's like, well, but you guys always talk about Chris Van Vliet. Chris is an interviewer. That's his fucking gig.
Correct.
Yeah, he's not a reporter.
Chris is about the fucking, that's who Chris is.
He,
But-
he likes the
but
facts.
people-
He likes people telling him.
But
the
have you
truth.
noticed that Sean doesn't seem to be at these very much anymore because he finally started to get a little bit more honest about this
Well,
shit?
I had admitted 2 years ago, he fucking hates doing the post calls.
Exactly.
But he'll do them because people want to know what's going on. So
Right.
he doesn't mind. But he hates it.
Yeah.
Triple H was the only booker to actually get fucking pushback, and then he would answer terribly.
Right.
But I'm like, I'm waiting because by the way, we did the last time we got pushback from Tony Khan, it was his answers were fucking horrendous. In ending, by the way, ending with Hangman was so frustrating. Here's why. He is the right guy to be the champion of the company, and I know you're not going to agree with what I'm going to say here, but I'm going to get it out first. He is the right guy to be the champion of the company. He's the right guy to lead the company because it damn sure better never be Jon Moxley right now. Because
No, I think I already told you before the match. I agree with you on this point.
because
Sad part about it is that if that's your bar is literally on the fucking ground.
well, I disagree in the sense that like
Maybe about that.
when
far
I listen
up.
to Hangman talk now, I hear someone who's clearly grown up. I hear someone who is mostly his heart and his soul is invested in trying to make AEW great.
Yeah.
And whatever he has to do in that capacity, and that I respect.
Yeah.
I have no problem with that.
I agree.
And his words about we're focused on what we're doing. Well, because he's a good leader, so you should be.
Yeah.
Here's the problem with AEW because he said that, and the thought in my mind went, Hangman, you got to tell the rest of the locker room that.
You might be focused on what you're doing.
You and some of the other guys might be, but
you might be sitting here saying, hey, we're focused on making the best product we can.
Right.
You might be focused on trying to get better each and every day.
Right.
Your fucking coworkers are a bunch of loudmouth motherfucking children who need to shut the fuck up.
we agree.
Just because you making fucking more money for being nothing doesn't fucking mean that all of a sudden you're something. There's a lot of people that don't do shit on that card who make a lot of fucking money to not do
Yeah,
shit.
some people will talk about WWE's mixed messaging, right? And that. You know what? Listen,
It's totally fair.
it's fair because also a lot of people still tie WWE to TKO, or Vince to TKO, which is fine because it is his fucking deal that he got done.
Yep.
But here's the thing.
The last good thing he did.
No, not really.
No, not really.
Not really.
Maybe.
Here, WWE is fine in the hands of Nick Khan and his daughter. He
As
did
an
not need to-
independent company.
Yes, he didn't.
Okay.
They didn't need
Their
a fucking
stocks went
ownership.
up fucking 35%. They
Vince-
didn't need him.
They were
Vince
fine.
just wanted money.
Yep.
But he had to fucking have control. That's a different conversation for a different time.
Yep.
And then he lost it because he's a piece of shit.
Yep.
So, and that's fine. That's fair. When are we going to start going? And by the way, because everyone who does it gets shunned, Tony Khan seemed like a good guy. I don't care about if he does cocaine. Like, I don't give a fuck.
No.
Pass the creative off to somebody else.
So anyone at this point.
Anybody else.
Because what you're doing has proven to do more harm than good.
He has a lot of agents in the back that could do it.
There's no way your dad, you haven't asked your dad about business and your dad hasn't told you. I might finance sometimes guys I don't like, people I don't like. But if they're experts on something and they're telling me works.
If Urban Meyer had been winning, they would have told the kicker who got cut, we don't care. They wouldn't have cared about what happened in that bar in Ohio. But he didn't fucking perform.
The team was bad.
Yeah.
And then no one liked him.
And then this weirdo comes in and fucking has one of the most awkward press conferences I've ever seen in my life. Did not make me want to go Duval. Ugh, still fucking kind of creepy. Very cringe. But they're actually somewhat playing better football.
Well, I was just like, listen, it wasn't great, but it was better than fucking Adam Gase. Where I'm like, oh, he's high now.
Yeah.
This is not going to go
exactly.
well. So here's the thing. Every time I listen to a scrum, I'm like, listen, I get why people maybe want to root for Tony Khan. But you guys have to. If people always, if you're somebody's friend, you should support them. No. If you're somebody's friend, you should be able to tell them sometimes, you're fucking up. You can do better.
Yeah, no.
Tell the truth.
Yeah, no. No.
Real friends don't mind telling a friend, you're fucking up, man. Really, I depend on you to step up because I know what you can be.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know why no one has yet to go, Tony, great guy, keep financing us.
And now it's time to sort of transition into something that the IWC freaked the fuck out about. We already talked about, and it was proven. Leroy, pay attention. Hey, Jesse.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
No. This will be helpful. I didn't watch the show live. My wife was off at 2. She watched the show live on my TV through my streaming service that she pays for. And by the way, we pay about $95 or $90 bucks because we have Hulu Live without ads. But she was able to, with the fucking shit she already paid for, watch the show no problem.
Right.
So Leroy, you don't need Hulu without ads that my wife pays for. You can just get the $29.99 bundle, get Hulu with ads, Disney Plus, and ESPN, and you can watch all the shows for only $29.99 a month. It is not an extra $29.99 on top of your Hulu subscription.
No, it isn't.
You can literally,
Yes.
like, I get the VPN. I'm not against it. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm not saying give them all the money. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is
all I'm saying is
this add-on 30 shit.
I got to travel to fucking Edmonton and just watch a beautiful wrestling show.
But
man.
Jesse, on a serious
it was
note,
great.
though, people laugh back at us when we put that out there. That guess what? Disney's not going to charge you an extra 30. And everyone's like, you guys don't understand what we're talking about. I'm like, really? Because I just fucking did it.
Okay. And I will explain to you what I pay now.
Okay.
My Disney subscription with ads was $10.
Right.
Plus a little bit, tax you got to fucking pay. So I had to add $20 onto mine to get, and I do have the Hulu, Disney, and ESPN with ads.
Okay.
If I want to spend another $10, I could get the one without ads.
Right.
But you know what? I'm not. After everything goes, it's about $35 with the tax and all this shit every month.
Right.
So I got it. When I signed up for it.
Yep.
I got a message saying, okay, since I started it, because I started it on Saturday.
Was it? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I started it Saturday, and they go, we're gonna retro charge you.
Yeah.
$10. So I already paid for Disney Plus for the month. So I paid my $10 some change.
Sure, yeah.
And then so this month I paid Disney $20.
Yep.
To get the rest of the month with the ESPN Hulu add-on.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
So then, at the beginning of the month, the beginning of October,
Yeah.
I would be charged my $35 for Disney Plus and Hulu.
Because that's with tax, right? Yeah.
That,
yeah,
with the
yeah,
tax
yeah,
and
yeah,
everything,
yeah,
it's $29.99.
With-
I was
yeah.
looking at, I was like, God, do I need to get this or do I need? Because I was looking at
Right.
a couple different ones.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, just do this with all the ads.
Yep.
And I get everything I need.
Yep.
That's why I said I'm not sure if I might do a VPN later.
Yeah.
But if I see it's worth
to
me
break it
having all
down.
this,
Yeah.
Break it down, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
because I still can't watch SmackDown
Because
unless I get a cable.
Some people were pissed about the ads, right? And
Allison didn't like him either. Yep.
So, but I'm going to say this though. So when you get ESPN Plus, you know that app and everything included. You know what you also get? You get Monday Night Football.
Yep.
You get
Yeah.
all the basketball games.
Yep.
You get all of that.
Yep.
And
And most wrestling fans are sports fans.
most of that has ads.
And,
Yeah.
Like me,
Also,
Sports Center is
also-
a nice thing that I like.
yeah.
checking out
Also,
every once in a
this
while, so.
this right here shows how pathetic we've become as a nation in these little fucking things that people get angry about. Jesse, we grew up. Shows were 30 minutes, okay? But it was like 11 total fucking minutes of shows. Why do you think SpongeBob was so unique when it came out? Because it was 2 episodes in a 30-minute period.
Right.
With no ads except in between the 2 episodes.
Correct.
Guys, don't fucking sit there and act like a bunch of first world problem jerk-offs that, oh my God, there's ads. That used to be everything you grew up with.
Correct.
You're pretending like just because some services took that shit away for fucking an extra fucking
Because-
$5.
So after I landed in Edmonton
Right.
to watch these 2 shows, I
you had a good trip.
it was a
flight there?
nice flight.
The
you know?
soon-to-be
that's good.
former home of Connor McDavid.
And, and to be fair, very beautiful up there this time of year. The
Oh, yeah,
foliage
yeah.
is hitting. It's just, and it
Yeah,
smells
yeah, yeah.
nice because, of course, it's mostly French Parish, so they cook a lot of croissants and stuff.
Hey,
You know,
oh,
in the
yeah,
bakeries.
yeah.
So,
And it's in Canada, so they have bacon. Too.
well, right, which
And
by
some-
the way is fucking delicious. But
Well, they have ham that they
I
call
won't
bacon.
even
Okay,
get into
ham.
the delicious meal I had in Edmonton.
Maple syrup?
It was gorgeous, yeah, just gorgeous stuff.
And a liter,
Jesse
and
looks
liter-
like a man who enjoys poutine.
It was decadent. Oh, I love poutine.
and a liter of cola, of course.
Of course.
Yes, yeah.
So here's the thing: as I'm sitting there in Edmonton, enjoying my show,
Yeah, yes.
you know, I realized I'm like, I'm watching this with, and it doesn't kind of have ads where I was watching it, but I'm like, it makes sense that if you're in America and you because it's only for the United States mostly.
Yeah.
And you're watching this on this app, to be fair, for $30, it's not actually that bad of a damn deal. Now, I
No, I
get
don't think
it.
so.
I get it. Now, the guy I want to give credit to once again is the guy who saw Nick Khan at the horror night thing at the Whites.
Yep.
It's like, bro, I do love you out of due respect. Man, you got to lower these damn prices. Well, I appreciate that guy because he stood on business. Because in the sense, because he was saying, like, listen, I looked at the ESPN thing, man, and after the first month, it probably won't feel like shit. Because, by the way, Netflix on its own is $30 now, for
Yep.
those who don't know.
Yeah.
It's $30 with ads.
Yep.
Because I think I give my mom an extra $20 just to cover most of it, so she doesn't have to have ads on.
Right.
Okay, I pay less and I got ads on.
Yeah.
Netflix.
So.
Yep. Yeah.
Because I think her bill technically is almost $40 after taxes for Netflix.
Yep.
So I'm like, here's $25, just
Yep.
take care of it. So.
The base package is $29.99, and guess what you get? Monday Night Football, college football, women's basketball,
NBA.
college basketball.
And I have a Tesla, if I have to.
Oh, and by the way, we haven't even mentioned the hundreds and hundreds of hours of stuff on Disney fucking Plus.
Or Hulu.
But then I have time to have a potty break and get snacks during the shows.
But Jesse, this isn't even a wrestling topic. This is back to everybody. Guys, don't be spoiled fucking brats about ads. Do you also forget that the only reason you can fucking enjoy entertainment is because entertainment sells advertising?
So here's the thing, though, too. So I want to be clear with people. I do understand the not wanting to spend more. Is it just why we got away from cable?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
But you're already paying for how many different subscription services?
one of the funniest but realest things ever said was said by one of the marketers of Apple, who literally said, here's the real deal. Right now, we are $5 a month. It will go up because we have to cover our costs at some point. And if it goes up to a point where you guys are feeling like you're paying for cable, well, guess what? Because you're basically paying for cable, but you're paying for it in 7 different spots. So, if you fucking hated cable, it never went away.
It's still there.
Because guess what? So, Skydance acquired Paramount. Paramount Plus is going to go up to about $15 or some shit like that soon.
Mm-hmm.
But you get local like football games or shit like that. You get a lot of shit from Paramount
Which is what I get on Hulu, yeah.
Right. And so
With ads.
with ads.
Because Leroy, not only do we have ad free, but we have live Hulu.
Oh, yeah.
So I get live cable television through my Hulu app.
Because in Edmonton you don't have to watch ads. But it basically still runs as though you have, you're watching Raw or SmackDown, so they have to do an ad break. But guess what? When I watch the NFL, technically, an NFL game is 60 minutes.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
It's
Technically-
it's a 3.5 hour show.
I was going to say, technically it is 60 minutes.
Yep.
But because of all the ads and the
Timeouts
halftime
and
shows
this
and the timeout.
Oh, and by the way,
like 3.5 fucking hours.
Oh, and by the way,
Yes.
for all you people, because Nick Wright, sadly, regardless of whether you like him or not, was kind of right when he was talking about all the people complaining about, oh, no, ESPN's going to put ads on NFL Red Zone because they bought it. There was 60 seconds total of ads the first week of the season. You motherfuckers. It's not that fucking dire. It's not that fucking complicated. Whoever put out that list of you're going to watch the entirety of WWE for $1,065, whoever the fuck came up with that lost their fucking minds. And oh, by the way, the person that keeps sharing the meme, for NFL fans to watch the entire NFL season, it's going to cost over $1,100. Nobody watches games that aren't their own fucking team unless it's the playoffs.
And by the way, that's
And that's
bullshit.
on free TV.
Well, that's bullshit anyway because, of course, Sunday Ticket is on YouTube, and they literally tell you for the next 8 months total, you're paying $480. That's how much you're paying in total.
Yeah.
Some of it's like $580 depending on when you get into the season.
Yep.
They literally tell you how much you're going to pay for it.
So once again, to the fans of the internet, guys, calm the fuck down. We told you, and everyone said you guys don't know this. Jesse, we said a giant conglomerate is not going to fucking charge you twice for something they already own.
So
That's not how Disney makes money.
between everything I share and pay for, and I think about my old Spectrum bill, my old TV bill, I still pay, because so I pay for Disney Plus right now. But I don't have. Well, I have Hulu on it on the basic, and it's like $16. But I don't actually have ads, and I think that's because they retroactive me for a year because they fucked up for 5 months. I was just like, Disney, I love you, but I swear I will kill and eat that mouse in front of you, because I love mouse. They're like, well, sir, would you like a deal? I'll eat Goofy too. I don't give a fuck. I think altogether I pay $110.
You want to repeat that?
I pay $110 internet and all my streaming services.
Yeah, there you go.
It's so I used to pay $210 for my Spectrum. So like
I think
I'm still saving money, but that's why like some of the mergers matter. So like Disney has the kind of deal where you can get them and HBO Max for like $20. Well, that shit kind of matters. Like, if you can get ad tiers under Disney, and it's like, okay, I pay $40, but I have Hulu, I have HBO Max, like I have all this shit, you're still saving money, dude.
I could cut $40 to $50 off of my Hulu bill that Allison pays for, because that's how we run the finances. She could pay $50 less. I wouldn't care if it had ads. She wanted the ad free. So that's why we have a $90 bill.
Right.
Because guess what? We looked at it together and we said to ourselves, what do we want? That's what we want? Okay.
Right.
Then we know what. Here's the thing. It's not like they're hiding it from you.
Yeah.
They tell you what it's going to be, and they tell you how to get more.
Oh, by the way, really quick, when I think about it, it's fucking crazy. It is still $45 on fucking HBO Max for the AEW pay-per-views.
Yeah, no, those are
Yep.
extra on top of your subscription.
Yep.
So with WWE, all TKO basically did, besides jerking off on your face, was go,
I don't appreciate
It's
that.
all on ESPN.
here's a new app for you to have. Okay,
Ah, shit.
fine. What at that point I was like, okay. When I really, like I said, as I read through it when we initially talked about it, and I said it, I'm like, I went, okay, the $30 is not that big of a fucking deal. Like it really isn't a big fucking deal. Now, would I prefer all of my WWE on Netflix? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's easier access.
So would
Everybody has fucking Netflix.
Yeah.
It just makes it easier. But
Right.
fine, okay.
Right.
But people were bitching. Yeah, that thing that was 1,000. I'm like, these are the numbers of a crackhead. I have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. But yeah, it's guys. And by the way, for people, because I guess it did glitch, which was probably bound to fucking happen.
The
first
WWE
time.
Network glitched, Peacock glitched, Netflix glitched. Everyone glitches the first couple of fucking times.
But
Well, yeah.
for someone who watched it on the app, 4K looks fucking great, doesn't it?
It looked pretty damn good.
So
Yeah, I agree with you.
I'm
there.
like, it actually looks better. I'm not gonna lie, it does look better on this app than it does at Peacock. So, to be fair to
I
them.
do agree with that.
Now here's the thing.
We'll get out of here after this is over, folks.
I share my Peacock now because I fucking refuse to pay for Peacock to watch NXT.
No, that's fair.
Fucking refuse, even though the shows are usually great.
Yep.
But I
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
refuse to do it.
Yeah, but yeah, no, guys, as we leave, once again, we stand on logic, truth, and stuff we've already seen. And Jesse, as a former business student, will tell you, the Mouse didn't make money overcharging for shit. They're not morons over at Disney.
No, they're not.
And not a single person at Disney made but apparently somebody over at Paramount said, we're going to charge you $30 to get the pay-per-view, and then we're going to charge you $30 more to watch the pay-per. Like, it was the most asinine overreaction I'd ever seen in my life, because the first thing that popped in my head when I saw the deal was, Jesse, they own all three of these.
Yep.
One company owns all three of these. Why would they not combine them?
Yeah,
Besides, Hulu's going away, I think, at the end of the year.
yeah, it's becoming Disney Live.
Everything's just literally going to be called Disney.
It's gonna be called, besides ESPN, it's gonna be called Disney Live.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all going to go.
You're going to have
it's all
Disney
gonna go-
Plus, Disney Live, and ESPN. And guess what, Jesse? They're all the same fucking
And
thing.
by the way, I'm not getting rid of Disney Plus because the collection of their library of movies is fucking insane.
Right.
It is. And my
So
kids will
anyway,
beat me.
once again, thank you all for coming to
Hey,
the show that will
I-
actually do. Oh, hang on.
I-
Hang on. Hey, just hang on. God, you're so persistent.
There's one more thing of news I wanted to talk
I'm aware of that, and I'm going to give you the time. Good Lord, man. You're so selfish.
Man, you guys gotta fucking get it out the way. Go ahead.
Yeah, right? Anyway. So once again, you actually proved his point, but you don't even realize you did. You're still doing it. Anyway, here's my point. Once again, thank you for coming to the show that will not only give you the logic-based news, but now, Leroy, over to you with your last bit of news. Was
Last
that
bit of news?
so hard?
Oh, yes, it was. I didn't want to wait. No, I would
For
like.
his life. Oh, sorry.
Kathy is a fucking saint. That's all I'm going to say.
She is. She's awesome. All right, this happened during our show when we're recording here, but our lovely lady that we know, Kylie Ray, announced she is pregnant and going to be a mom.
Lovely news.
That is awesome.
We love that for her. She has always been an absolute constant professional the multiple times that we've worked with her. And
She
I
is awesome.
literally still to this day wish I would have seen her take a drunk guy and fold him into a pretzel. But you know what? She's a professional.
November 1st, you can
November.
catch us you can catch me and Leroy at MAW, Women and Nations, and November 30th, of course, here in Duluth.
DPW.
It is DPW, man. It is starting to look like a pretty big show.
They have
and-
announced a few more people already attending.
Right.
Only a few matches. There are a few matches. It is stated just the other day there are going to be a few more matches that are going to be announced closer to the show, and of course there won't be. We'll find out some during the show during that day, of course.
And the
too.
Ringo Show will be back on November 30th. Pretty excited about that. So,
Thank you all very much for listening, and we will see you guys all next week.
bye-bye.